Welcome to Planning Phase Syndicate. Thank you all so much for joining us. This is episode 77, baby, of our Star Wars Unlimited podcast. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you don't know, we do have a Patreon. We also have YouTube. We have all the links in the description. Make sure you subscribe, follow us for all of our content. I get to be a little bit proudful tonight because 3 out of the 4 hosts were at a PQ this weekend, and all 3 of us made a top cut in a 94-person PQ. So we're going to be talking a lot about a PQ tonight. We are going to talk a little bit about some of the meta, what it looks like after Force Throw. It is kind of interesting. I pulled some statistics, and then I pulled like 4 or 5 lists that we've seen pop up that have done well that are not part of the old meta. But, you know me, I like to do that. One of them is so interesting because it's a Captain Phasma deck. So one of our locals brought it, and I've never seen this stupid deck before, and I was very happy I didn't have to play against it because I'm pretty sure I would have lost to it, just not knowing how to play it. We're also going to talk a little bit about some of the spoilers that came out, especially the leaders that were revealed. With that being said, please welcome back to the show my co-host for tonight, Mr. Alex, no longer the bench warmer. How are you tonight, sir?
Always the bench warmer. That's the name. I'm okay.
You can't be a bench warmer when you were the one that came off the bench to win it. So,
spoilers, I guess. Nah, I'm okay. Just a little voice a little bit rough from yesterday, just talking a lot and shouting and stuff. So, kind of bear with me there. Little stuffy, little hoarse voice.
Yeah, it's all that. It's like it's what we call convention crud, except for it's PQ crud, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, PQ pestilence. There you go.
Also joining me on mic tonight is Sam. I don't know. You don't have a nickname yet. Sam the baby, Sam the young one, Sam the youngling. We call you Sam the youngling. There we go. We'll call you Sam the youngling.
That was the best out of anything else that you just said. So
Padawan. There you go. Sam
Okay.
Padawan. Keep it Star Wars themed.
Sure.
Well, youngling is Star Wars themed too, so
Sure.
It's better than Padawan. I guess you could graduate to Padawan now from youngling now that you've made 2 top 8s. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I have 30 points on the board. I got more to go. I'm going to keep jamming PQs this set, hopefully, if we attend anymore. And then if not, I'm just going to keep going to every single PQ humanly possible next set. Because the goal is before rotation, I have my spot for Vegas just to have it guaranteed. That is the hope, the dream, or whatever. So that is what I want.
Awesome. Well, if you didn't know, Planning Phase won another PQ. And I will say we didn't just win a PQ. We basically had 3 of us in the top 8, and then Alex and I were the finalists in the whole PQ. So I don't know what to say. Like, for those people that don't think that Alex knows how to play, you now have learned that when Alex really wants to win something, he will do it. That's what will happen. So Alex was determined. He took Gart ECL. So he didn't even take a non-meta deck. You took a meta deck and then just made it your own and still played a meta deck
before.
But whatever. But Gar ECL has been around for a while. There's lots of people running Gar ECL, but you took it and brought your version of it to the PQ in Lansing and won. And I will 100% shout out the people from the Evolution Games. They are amazing. They had plenty of judge staff. They had plenty of room. The only 2 things I would say at all about the store is they ran out of paper towel in one of the bathrooms, and it's really hard to dry your hands without paper towel. And then like that back room was like very warm for some reason. Like if you were in the main room, it was wonderful. Like I didn't actually sweat all day. But if you had to sit in that back room, for whatever reason, it was like 10 degrees warmer.
The
back
bottom
there.
tables.
Yeah.
Make them suffer even more.
So it's just a little weird, but other than that, like they did a very good job. They had awesome prize support. If you've never been before, you should definitely go. They hopefully will get one next set or the set after that. That would be kind of cool. It would be nice. I like when they do in Lansing as well, because I don't have to drive as far to Detroit. I don't have to find a hotel room. I didn't have to get up super early. I mean, 7:30 is early for me. I'll just tell you right now on a Saturday. But outside of that, it wasn't as big of a deal. I ended up driving Sam and another local of ours out there. So I had company on the way out and on the way back. We ate at a Qdoba, which I would recommend eating at Qdoba, but I would not recommend eating at that Qdoba ever again.
Oh, God.
They were out of straws and out of 50% of the proteins you could get. So, yep, but it is what it is. So I didn't get sick from it. So I was very excited about that. But we went to, what was it called? Wayback Burger, Sam? Is that where we went for lunch? I will if you have not been to Wayback Burger, holy crap. Like that place, and it was cheap comparatively. Like it's like when I go to, if I go to Five Guys, like you're spending $20 almost. You could go to this place and like the meals, like a meal was under $15 and you got a nice burger, not just like some cheap McDonald's garbage. So I will give a shout out to them. If you have not eaten there, you should definitely eat at that place. It was definitely not a chain restaurant, I don't think. I'm pretty sure the owner was the guy behind the grill today or yesterday, I guess. So but yeah, other than that, it was a lot of fun. I took Vader yellow against everybody's wishes, and people told me to bring Trench, except for Sam. Sam said I shouldn't bring Trench.
You're welcome, because it ended up getting you top 2 to PQ. So
you could have done that with Trench.
I would have not. I would have walked back home.
Well, we didn't face each other, so it didn't matter.
True. Thank God.
So yeah, so I did that. That was fun. I went undefeated in Swiss. I took 2 draws. I did have to do a draw. I did a draw early because my round 2 was what my testing buddy. So like Eric is the guy that I test with. I mean, he knows him and I were changing my deck that morning. So like I added some spice in because I'd already won a PQ. So like I was like, I could put some spice in this and try to do some like live testing on the fly for something I found the night before. And we'll get to the silly spice and whether it was even worth it or not. Staniszewski's I can already hear Staniszewski going, Chris, how often did you play that card? Do you really think you need that card in your deck? But yeah, so when I met with Eric, I was like, nope, I'm just going to ID. Eric, do you want an ID? He said, yep, you didn't want to play me. So it worked out very beneficially for the two of us. It did not work out for him in the end, but it did work out for me. So, but why don't we just do that? Why don't we kick the segment? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kick the segment off, and we're just gonna talk about the bloody PQ first. Forget the spoilers. Let's just talk about the PQ since we're here. So Tanner and Alex, we took down a PQ. Alex came in first. I came in second. Essentially, Alex was running Gar Saxon ECL. I was running Vader yellow because we don't get an ECL base in yellow. So
good.
That's the way it is. Basically, I just kind of resurrected the old Vader deck that I've been playing for the most part on and off for the last couple of sets and made a few changes to it. It definitely was a fun day. I will say, like, I guess we could talk a little bit about our runs in a minute, but like, I will say, like, I think there was some luck to some extent in what you see. Alex and I did have to face each other though, in Swiss. So it was funny because my round 2 was Eric, and then I ID'd with Eric because Eric didn't want to play me because we're testing partners and we've played each other a million times. So like, we're just like, would you like to ID? Like, our goal was to go undefeated and we just take 2 IDs at the end of the day. So we just said, screw it, let's take our ID now, and then at least neither one of us can knock each other out. And then a table that was sitting next to us actually drew. Like, the 2 guys playing each other drew, and because they were the only ones that were 1 and 1 like us, we actually had to face those guys the next round.
That's awesome.
So that was hilarious. Like, we're sitting there and Eric goes, you think we're gonna play those guys? I was like, if nobody else says,
yeah,
we're gonna play those guys.
Time.
Yep, we're 100% playing those guys. I was like, you can have the Boba Data Fault deck. I will take the Mace Windu blue, which Mace Windu blue, like, I like his deck looked cool. Like, I mean, I don't think it did super well, but like, the deck itself looked cool. He had the showcase. The guy in the Boba Data Fault deck is who I ended up drawing that 3rd round. And I don't think he'd been playing that deck very long. personally. So I think that was kind of like a little bit of an advantage I had there. And I did win a PQ with Boba Dadival, so I know most of the lines. He was running that 3/7 6 cost tank that goes in the ground and does damage to each of your units. I don't remember the name of it, but
3/7 tank.
yeah, it's like the 6 cost one that comes down. It does what you can do. You can choose how many units you want to do 1 damage to.
Oh, War Juggernaut.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah, the one that got Django. Yeah, the one that got Django banned.
You said own units. No, it's just any units that he wants. Yes, but yes, you could also hit your own. Okay, that's what was her. Yeah.
And he never hit his own either, by the way. Like, I don't know why he never did damage to his own. I didn't want to tell him because we were playing, but like you could do a damage to your unit and it's got 6 health. I don't have any ground units to kill it, at least that he knew of. So yeah, so I don't know. So it was a fun weekend. This is kind of this is the top. It was Alex, me, and then there was a Grand Inquisitor, Jeddah City. I think RPQ had to be the wildest. This is the wildest top cut, because after that it was a Han 1 blue force deck, then a Boba Dadival.
No, not Dadival. 30
Oh,
health.
Boba 30 health. Sorry, and then an Iden Dadival, and then a Han 1 Dadival, which was Sam. And then a Kylo Tarkin, and that I love that. Just so you know, that guy is. I talk to this guy every time.
He's a good dude.
He is like my favorite person to talk to at a PQ. I do not know why. Like I think it's because him and I played when I was playing. Kira 1 PQ like 2 sets ago. We faced each other and he was playing Vader Red, and we actually we finished the game. We had a whole half-hour conversation about Vader decks. But he was on Kylo Tarkin and without force throw. And it still did well. So I like people citing out your aggrieved parliamentarians. You might want to think about that, because here you go. There's some results for it. So
if I recall correctly, you would just he wouldn't even deploy Kylo on 7 resources. So you would just sit on him for 13, 14 the resources, then just bring him out and actually one-shot your base.
Yep. Did you did he come ask you a judge question?
Yes.
Okay.
About the snapshot things.
Yes, because he asked me, Ryan gave him an answer, and then I was like, well, you can ask Alex. You may have to face Alex at the top cut. So I don't know if you want Alex to know some tech, but I'm pretty sure what you want it to do is not going to work.
Right.
Because what he wanted, he had asked, the question was, he had asked if you play 2 snapshots and you have a Mahdi out, you can snapshot both of them on there, swing in, kill body, re-ready, and then immediately swing in a second time. And I said it doesn't work like that because of how the timing structure is. But Alex, you can tell me if I'm wrong.
I did not know the correct answer to his question, because it is you do resolve each of them individually as you're putting them on there. And if one of them says you attack, then you attack. So I'm not exactly sure.
That'd be insane, though.
Right.
Oh.
So my response was, I don't actually know that one. I would ask a judge. And he's like, I probably just won't do it. I'm like, that's probably a safer bet. It is pretty cool.
So yeah, I like that guy. I every time I go there, I have fun, and it was nice seeing him get into top this time. So congrats to him. That was something I don't think he had made a top at a PQ before. So it was kind of nice. It's nice seeing new people in the top cut. So
he did pretty well last PQ in Whitmore Lake. So I don't remember if he didn't top that one.
No, he didn't, because when I ID'd with him to get him into top, he was like, this is the first time I've ever... And I went, ooh.
Then he must have been 4-2 then, because he was right on the cusp.
Yeah, he was 4-1-1. Then I ID'd with him because he was like, I want to ID either way because I don't want to play you, and then we can just go into top 8. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Which made sense. I'm glad he got it. Like I said, I'm glad he got in. Like I said, no offense to anybody else. I love everybody, but every time I see that guy, I just smile. So I don't know why. It was the Vader talk. It had just been the Vader talk. We bonded over Vader that one time. So
he's a good dude. I talked to him at PQs as well. He's a nice guy.
So let's move on, Alex. Let's talk a little bit about your list. Why don't you go over your list and tell us a little bit about your run and the one time that we did play and that I beat you. So
it's true. Yeah, so I brought Gary CL. I had a different version of this deck, drastically different version of that deck, earlier this week, and then I changed it the day before the PQ. I'm just like, I don't know, let's toss a bunch of this stuff and then throw a bunch of this stuff in there and completely rework that entire deck, and then changed a little bit in the morning. But yeah, Gary CL. I got triple Owen, triple Timely Intervention, triple Krennic, triple Inferno 4, triple Onyx Squadron Brute, triple Secretive Sage, one Brutal Traditions, triple of the Outer Rim Outlaws, double Supremacy Tie SF, triple of the Client, triple Power of the Dark Side, triple Iden Pilot, triple of the Krennic Shuttle, triple OB, triple Craving Power, double Blue Anakin, triple Blue Vader, double Green Vader, and double Maul. In the sideboard, I have double Confiscate, double Legal Authority, double Takedown, double Graceful Purgle, and double Rivals Fall. And it worked. It's a very fun deck. I feel like I play this differently than most other Gar-Saxon ECL players from everyone's comments after playing me. To me, being, control player, if I just blow up all their units, then what are they going to do against me? So I just continue swinging. As long as I just kill all their units, and I can do that. Like, I have a lot of Craving Power. Like, Craving Power does like 7 damage. OBs, Mauls, Blue Vader's disgusting when you can ambush him in, especially if you do it multiple times with Timely. The Brutal Traditions is actually really fun. It's essentially just a 2/2 for 2 that you can play out of your discard pile when you kill something. So you always like reoccur it if you ever need it. And that 2 extra health is actually pretty cool. Also, I threw Anakin's in there. People do that I've seen. ECLing out an Anakin one shots like Cad Banes, which is usually kind of an annoying matchup for this deck. And I did use it to just like kill Rey and stuff and just not take any damage back. Or just like, oh, they played the Village Protectors and I just drop Anakin. I'm like, okay, there's no more Village. Let's continue swinging. I do like the Green Vaders. Pulling out the Supremacy Ties, that helped me a lot. And the Clients, very useful cards. And, the Client's just really good into, like, the Vader matchups or, like, not a lot of health ships that just go really wide. And you're just like, cool, I'm just going to heal 5 after you swing for 1. So, yeah, it works. My sideboard is mostly still respecting space, having the rivals just to deal with anything, which was super good. I like the takedowns. They're mostly there for Sabines and like Victor leaders and just anything with 5 health that's just kind of in my way. Other leaders too. Legal Authority is just really nice. It gives you +1/+2 and you just capture something. You get the buff first, so you can kind of capture things that are the same power as you. And then, it works. I've after yesterday, I started looking at like all the other Gar-Saxon ECL decks, and I'm just like, oh, Hotshot Blasters, okay. Lompikes. I had Lompike in here. I'm just like, I never used Lompike. Just in general, I understand why he's in the deck. I just never used him, so I just ended up cutting him for like the Green Vaders, I think. And then I'm like, well, I have Green Vader and I like space, so I'm gonna put the Supremacy Ties in there. Because putting Iden on the Supremacy Tie is a 7/6 shielded space sentinel that a lot of people can't deal with.
Yeah, because it avoids the takedown. The only thing you can do is play Fel if you have Fel, and you have to be running Fel to be able to use it, And
right.
So it's a lot nicer because of that.
Yeah, and most space decks aren't running Fel to drag it, right? So
I am out of aspect. Just kidding.
Yeah. So that was my deck. I started the tournament with a Gar-Saxon ECL mirror. There was 3 of us at this tournament. That was pretty wild. That is an annoying mirror that you have to think about a lot because there's a lot of things that are going on. And you have to just be like, will I even have this shield? Can I actually do this damage that I intend on doing? And who's going to Vader first? And then what other differences do we have in our decks? he had Axe Wolves and Dark Sabers, and I'm just like, that's terrifying. Those can get out of control. But I don't know. I I played Control, so I just like blew up all of his stuff by the time, and just kind of went on efficiency things. But yeah, well, there's several friendly fires as well along the way. Like I did play Eric, Tanner, your round 2 ID. He was running Ray Data Vault. Somehow, I guess that's just a really good matchup for me.
Oh, he was running Hantu blue, I think.
You're right. My
Yes.
mistake. I
You
did
were
play
played
a
against
Ray
Jeff.
Data Vault. Jeff had the Ray Data Vault. Eric had Han. I played them both. Sorry. Han Blue Force, Han 2 Blue Force. That was interesting. He had the power of the dark sides. I kind of figured he was running it in there, so I actually kind of played around it. But that was pretty fun. When he drops, I can clear his board pretty easily. There was times where he just like drops Grogu early, and I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna ECL out my Outer Rim Outlaws in there because I'm not dealing with a Grogu that's gonna pop all my shields. So that was a really interesting matchup. Sorry, the Ray Dadaval player. That was Jeff. That was a really fun game as well. I didn't think I'd be favored in that matchup, but I mean, if you keep Ray off units, Ray tends to not do enough. Granted, she can go pretty wide, but when you just OB something for the whole board, and I got a very fortunate U-wing reinforcement from him. His U-wing reinforcement was 1 R2D2 and a second Akbar.
Oh, yuck! That's awful.
That was the worst U-wing I've ever seen in my life. And then the judge accidentally ruled in his favor when he shouldn't have, but it literally didn't matter. It's like, do I do 2 damage to Gar or 3 damage to Gar? So it really wasn't consequential. That was pretty cool. Yeah, just a little bit. Michigan has like a wide variety of meta decks, right? It was just cool. There's just to play a bunch of different decks, different people. I played against like a Boba Yellow. That was really cool. He was not expecting me just to blow up every spaceship that he played. Except for the one game he deployed Boba on the ground was the one game he won. So I don't know what was going on there.
Maybe he should have just always deployed Boba on the ground, right?
Well, I didn't give him any options. The one time I let him get on a spaceship, I just rivaled him.
Yeah.
And the other time before that was like a power. So I did play Sam in top 8. That was a fun matchup. That was the first time we got to play.
Yeah, that's still one of my favorite games. Even though I lost it, like that was so much fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of the feedback I got was, oh wow, it's really annoying playing against Alex because apparently he just doesn't make mistakes. I demoralize people. And then top 4 was against one of my locals, Chris Alberts. He's playing his Jeddah City Grand Inquisitor that he's been playing since set 1, that he's been modifying like on a weekly basis, basically. We go back and forth trying to figure out that deck, and that's a wild deck. We're gonna go over it, but I love that deck. It's so fun. It's so silly. It's so cool. Yeah, and then I did play Tanner. I feel like I don't have too much of an issue into Yellow Vaders. But Tanner, you did beat me. Shoving Vader into a TIE Phantom's pretty annoying when you don't have. I was holding a Rivals, so I'm just like, any ship that he puts Vader into, and then you drop the Phantom, and I'm like, well, that's gonna be game. Because I didn't draw any of the confiscates or anything, but it was cool. Owen in the client can do some work with that matchup, and it gets pretty annoying.
Yeah, I think my big mistake was letting your client live that one game for 2 or 3 churns. It was so annoying. It was like, well, what are you? I didn't have. I could have. I resourced the Waylay because I was like, can he honestly kill every one of my ships? Like, can he honestly do that?
The answer is yes.
Yeah. Well, the answer was yes. That was the answer, at least in one game. So I was like, well, I guess the client's gonna go now. Fuck the client. Like, gotta do something about it.
It was there for matchups like that with like space and go wide stuff. And like at worst, he's a 3/5 shielded unit. At best, I'm just healing 5 for every 1 damage that you're doing to my base, right?
Mhm.
Or at least like healing 5 that turn. So
Yeah, but it's hard to kill 5 when I kill your spaceships and you don't pull anymore, and then the only one left is a stupid TIE Phantom. It's like, well, what are you gonna do now? You can't kill that thing.
Yeah, I'm holding my hand. I'm like, well, I have Craving Power. If he goes on to anything that has 2 or less health, I have Rivals for any ship bigger than that. Then I had Takedown, and I'm like, well, I probably don't need the Takedown. And you just force Vader into a Phantom, and I can't deal with it when I'm not drawing spaceships.
Yep. I will say, I think for our games, I don't think I drew I drew one Vader's Victor Leader the whole 2 games.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if I even played it. I think I resourced it.
You did play it towards the end.
Okay, that's right.
Which lets you win the second game, but there's only so much I could do about that at that point, right? So
yeah, like it was just like I could tell the games that I struggled with was when I could not find that Victor Leader. Because I actually only lost 1 game all day.
Nice.
To Iden. I lost in the top 8. I lost game 1 to Iden, and we'll get to that in a second. We'll have to.
Yeah, it was a fun run. Like, I did it. So.
Yep. So now you're going to Worlds, or are you going to Galactic? Sorry, right?
I
yes,
kind of have to, right?
You have to now, because otherwise Tanner would not have conceded, and I could have. I would have very much liked the extra points.
Yeah,
but
I'll figure out a way there.
We got to get you there. So we'll start saving now. Maybe we'll start a. There you go, folks. If you want to see Alex play in Galactics,
do not donate money.
Donate money to our Patreon fund.
Yeah.
Donate money to the Patreon fund to get Alex there.
No.
Do it. If you sub to our Patreon, I'll tell you what. If you sub to our Patreon, I'll force Alex to play games and comment on games. That's what I'll do. I'll
do commentary.
No, but you're going to play games on a platform we're not allowed to talk about, and we'll release them only to Patreon subscribers, and you get to comment the whole time and complain about the other person's deck. That's what it's going to be. And maybe we can make a Alex plays Trench against everybody and cries. That's what we'll do. So
Trench Gauntlet.
Yes, Trench Gauntlet. So, well, nice run. It was nice to be able to face you. I came in second. I did drop 1 game and a 1 game only all day to the Iden Data Vault guy, and I will tell you, I very heavily underestimated him when I played him, because we were playing and I was like, all right, like usually this is an easy matchup for Vader. I will say if he could double ramp, if he if he can get to the top end before I win, it's over. So I got a little confident because he super laser blasted the board. And I was like, okay, no big deal. I'll just flip Vader onto the ground. He had a second super laser blast in his hand.
Yeah. He actually top decked both of those after he discarded with Bazine. I saw him do that.
Well, that was game 2. That was game 2.
My mistake.
Or game 3. Game 1, and maybe he top decked those 2, I don't know. But I didn't know what he had in his hand because I don't run Bazine in the main. But he played super laser blast. I flip Vader on the ground. He immediately drops a second super laser blast, and I was like, well, this game's probably over. But I literally only needed, I think I only needed 5 damage or something like that. Like, it was like almost nothing. And I had another unit in space, so like he couldn't just power me, and like he had already played Rivals Fall once, and then when he put his Devastator down, like, what do you do then? I don't have any ground units in my main deck. So but he was a really good player. That was very fun. I'm very happy because I almost took Iden Data Vault to the PQ. That was like the only reason I didn't is because it didn't beat Han, and I thought we'd see a lot more Hans, and we did not have too many Hans this time. So
hey,
I don't even care about Han 2. I actually with Iden Data Vault, I genuinely only care about Han 1. That's like, it's just at least with Sam's deck, it is an awful matchup. It is just atrociously bad. I guess unless
first turn blue leader.
Yeah, I don't in my Iden Data Vault, I don't play units. And it's a hard control. It's like Trench basically. I played the hard control version, which this guy was running a hard control version too. So
he's a very good control player. I've seen him a lot at various things, and he's a good guy, good player.
All right, so I'll go through my deck, I guess, real quick. Even though it's a very standard Vader deck. I will tell you, I ran 53 cards. So suck it to anybody who says you can't run 53 cards.
53 card aggro, baby. Let's go.
Yep, love it. I also put 2 Confiscates main deck, so I did that on purpose. We'll talk about why. So I have 3 of the Droid Starfighters, 3 FO TIE Fighters, 3 Mining Guilds, 3 Republic Y-Wings, 1 Soulless 1, 3 TIE LNs, 2 Confiscates, 3 No Goods, 2 Surprise Strike, 3 of the Eager Escorts, 2 Elite P-38s, 2 of the TIE Phantoms, 3 Sanctioner Shuttles, 2 7th Fleet Defenders, 3 of the Stolen AT Haulers, 3 of Vader's Victor Leadership, 2 Waylays, 3 Clone Squadrons, whatever their stupid things are called, 2 of the Shuttle ST-40s, 2 Geonosians, and 3 Overwhelming Barrages. My sideboard was 2 Bazines, the 3rd Phantom, 2 Outmaneuvers, which I'll be honest, I played 0 times the whole day, so I sided them in, but I never used them, so they're probably can be cut now. 2 TIE Daggers, 1 Waylay, and 2 Super Tanks.
The separate super tanks.
Yeah. That was my spice. So my spice was running Confiscate's main deck because normally Vader does not want to spend a resource on a Confiscate. Like that, you just almost never do that. And then the Separatist super laser tank. So all right, so let's talk about that first and just get that out of the way. So essentially what it was is I was playing online the night before because I still hadn't chosen a deck. I was between Vader, Rey, and whatchamacallit? Trench, yes.
Hell
and those are the 3 decks that I had. I also had a Han 1 red Force build that I had created. I didn't create it, but I sniped it from somewhere. But I was like, I got 4 reps with this deck. I'm not going to play it. I don't know how to play this deck appropriately. I'm not going to do it. But so I was playing online and testing the Vader, and somebody played that against me. And I messaged him. I said, why in God's green earth do you have this in your deck? And he's like, did you win? And I said, nope. And he says, let's go again. And I lost again. Now he was running a main deck. I don't know why you need the main deck, to be perfectly honest with you. They're very cheeky. Nobody expects that ship. But I will tell you, if nobody interacts with your spaceships, if you're going against another aggro deck, I usually have 3 ships I can kill, and then it costs me 3 resources, and now I have an 8/8. Here you go. What are you going to do? If you're an aggro deck, good luck. You just lost. You immediately lost. The other reason I wanted it, we talked about it. The reason he's running that main deck is for the Boba Data Vault. I didn't feel gutsy enough to run it main deck, but you can use it to absorb all the indirect on. And it's got 8 health. It's you are paying for, because if you think about it, if you take 3 indirect or they play that stupid IG ship, they could kill 3 of your ties. So now you just claim before they could play the IG ship, play that stupid thing, and laugh when they can't kill anything because you already killed it for them. There's nothing for them to play IG into.
We'll do 1 damage to your super tanks.
All right, fair enough. You can have the 1 damage, and then it absorbs almost the whole thing. It absorbs almost a planetary bombardment. It can absorb, it takes 2. It takes 2 outmaneuvers. What's the open fires? Yep, takes 2 open fires to kill, which I did have the Boba Data Vault guy play that against that tank. 2 open fires, but I don't know. So the tank was weird, spicy tech. I figured it was just something nobody would see, and I cited it. The only games that it really was beneficial was the Iden matchup. The Iden matchup it would have been good against. It might have been good against Alex, but I never brought it in against you because I just, like, after you started controlling my board, I was like, screw this. I'm just going to aggro your base. I will control you back and then aggro your base because since you decide you want to control me, I'm just going to do the same thing back to you, which was hilarious because you have two control players both playing, like, non-control decks. And we're just sitting there, like, killing each other's ships. And it's like, are you guys going to actually, anybody going to do, like, I think the game 2, neither one of us had any damage on base until, like, round 4. Or turn 4
against the boba yellow player. We were just like going back and forth, just like blowing each other's stuff up, right? And then it's like we're at 6 resources. I have 2 damage on base. He has none, and we're just look down and we're just like, wait a minute, we're on 6 resources. Nothing happened in this game yet.
Yeah, which is crazy because that's
what happened with us. We're just like, oh, I guess Vader and Gar Saxon deploy this turn. This is not the spot that I need to be in.
Yep. And so my round 1 was an OB. I think it was an OB. No, was it an OB? It was an OB3 yellow force deck. The guy was really nice. He admitted he had not played a lot recently. And this was kind of a pet deck for him. He was a really, really nice guy though. But yeah, like, his OB deck, I just killed the stuff that I needed to kill. He didn't get what he needed to stop me, and he couldn't heal fast enough. Like, it's cute when you can swing into something and then heal it off, and it pings the 1, but it's kind of hard when I just kill it. I will tell you, for whatever reason, this set, or this PQ, those stupid P38s, I should not have only had 2. I should have had 3, or I should have had 1 in the sideboard, because they saved me every game, every effing time I needed that. Like, I got that card, I used it. Like, it killed Alex's shields. It would kill a Falcon that thought it was smart and would, like, swing into a 2-1. You know, it's like, all right, well, I'll just play this and your Falcon's dead. Now you just lost a resource. So yeah, so like those and I think it's just our meta. I don't know if I would say P38 is like the end all be all, but like, it's just super nice if things want to trade with your ship.
Yeah, it's a punishment for people trying to trade with you.
Yeah. And those tie daggers on the side were designed for the same thing, and I use them in the same way.
I love tie daggers. Yeah. They're so fun.
Like, I would say if you were running against a bunch of blue decks, I would almost side out those lurking ties and put the tie daggers main board. So it just depends.
I wish you sided out those phantoms.
Well, against you, I mean, you weren't running perilous position. I didn't think you'd be running perilous position in that deck. So I guessed correctly. Most blue decks were running it. You were not. And I didn't think you wouldn't be running the no glories either. That was the other thing I figured you wouldn't be running.
I had him in the side. I actually changed him out for rivals because the rivals ended up being just a little bit more useful.
They really are. Rivals are just so good. So good. My round 2 was Eric. So I played Eric, or I didn't play Eric. We ID'd together. He did not want to play me. I didn't really want to play him. We thought it wouldn't hurt us, so we just... Anyway, I'd already won a PQ, so like for me, it didn't matter. Like, we could have played. I was not going to concede. I gave him the option. You know, I said, we can ID. If you want to ID, I will ID with you, or we could play. I don't care. It's up to you. Like, this early in the thing, I'm not conceding. I didn't drive an hour and a half to concede every game. So that was an easy game because I didn't have to play it. My round 3 was the guys that sat next to us. I got to play the Boba Data Vault guy. Really nice guy. I think he was very new to his deck. Because the first time he played that 3/7 tank, it did the 1 damage, and so he did it. Then he flipped Boba onto the tank.
Yep.
And then he killed my 2 ships, and I was like, "What? Great! I mean, you saved yourself 2 damage, and now I can't draw a card. But I mean, like, I just confiscate and then played 2 more ships, and then deployed Vader too, and so." That game went pretty my way. I was able to keep it so we never got to 8 resources. So I traded with his ships almost every time. And like he put the best part is if you open with a tie, like I don't know if he wasn't Ryan Kylo Silencer, he never saw Kylo Silencer ever, and he would open with a TIE Bomber, I'd play the Eager Escort, and my Eager Escort gets to live, and I was like, I get a tie out of it too. Like it sucks because that's the only card you're playing, and if they do have that IG ship next turn, you do cry, but you don't have a TIE Bomber anymore. But
I love how you're just like, yeah, so I'm playing this aggro deck, so I wiped out all of them.
It is just like I don't. I'm sorry.
Which makes sense. It's not funny, but we're just like we're so geared to just like no, if no units, no problem, we're good. We'll win eventually down the line. We don't need to speed this game up.
Yep, I'll worry about it later. It's like the thing. And with Boba, you have to take all that indirect crap on base. Like you can't take it on your ships because he just. When he deploys, he can OB, he can wipe your. It's just like, my God, you have to take it all on base. So that's why Boba Dadevil is actually a really bad matchup for Vader. Like it is not a good matchup. Which is funny because last time I played Kira Dadevil, I think I was playing Kira Dadevil, yeah, in set 3, and it's a bad matchup into Boba as well. So there you go. Like every deck I play, I guess, is a bad matchup into Boba. My round 4 was Utini Hands. Who I've never met in person. That dude is a blast. We talked about politics. He was running Kira. And
Played a lot of Kira.
I felt bad. I felt bad because I was like, he did wipe my board like every game. He was able to get the board wipes. I screwed up and I should have. When he ramped and then flipped Kira onto an empty board on his side, he's got OB. And I literally should have just Bazine. I had Bazine in row game 2, and I should have just Bazined it. And then he wouldn't have had a churn, and it would have really gone my way, I think, unless he top decked another OB. So the second game was a lot harder because he ended up starting to race me, and it came down to me being able to dump an OB and an OB onto our overwhelming barrage onto one of my ships to clear enough damage off of his side to be able to win that game. But that second game was a lot closer for me. And then I played Alex after that. I think we already talked about that. We don't really need to rehash it. I will tell the one story of I did not understand exactly how the client worked, so I never captured his client, and then I regretted not capturing his client. So if you play against Alex, capture his client or kill it. Do not let him keep his client alive. It is like I should just know this. I should be smarter and just know that, but I didn't think about it that first game. And then the second game, he ECL'd on turn 3. He ECL'd that stupid Krennic shuttle into my ship.
First turn was Krennic Owen.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second turn, I ECL'd Krennic's ship into like a Y-Wing or something, and then put the shield on there.
And then I waylaid it.
Yeah, so next
and
turn,
then he timely did. And then I was super pissed off. Like you probably should have won that game after that, because like all of a sudden I went from like here to like tilted. Like I was just
I tried to do as much as I could. I could ask for a better opening.
Like I was so tilted after that. Yep. And then I waited to play a Phantom, and I think that's like what people don't realize is if you have a Phantom on turn 30, you don't play it. They, especially against a blue deck, they're just gonna kill it. So don't play it, And Alex, I didn't know it was in Alex's deck, but when he started playing spaceships, then it's like, all right, I'm not playing a Phantom ever until I absolutely have to, and then I'll forgo the 5 damage and just dump Vader onto it and call it a day. And yeah, so the second game that we played did come down to like literally 1 damage. He almost had lethal. He was 1 short of lethal. I had exactly lethal. So that's how the game went.
Yep.
The game after that, I played the Han 1 blue Force deck. And the first game he didn't see a Falcon at all. And that's his only spaceship. The second game, he kind of saw a Falcon, but then he started to race me, and he came pretty close. Actually, he did come pretty close. Like once he gets his Anakin down, and he's got his Han and his Anakin and a Yoda and a Yaddle, it's really hard for me to come back from that. Like, because he can restore, like 5 a churn. But Clone Combat Squadron, I don't. It's stupid in the Vader deck. So then I ID'd. My next round was with the Iden guy, and I ID'd against him. So that we could both get into top cut, and then I ended up having to face him in top cut, which is very unfortunate. He was like, "You're the one person I did not want to play today." And then, like I said, the first game went sideways when he super laser blasted. The second game, he didn't see very much, and I was able to aggro his base pretty quickly. The third game, we went back and forth, and yes, I Bazined him, took a super laser blast out of his hand, and then later on, I Bazined him a second time, and he had 2 more super laser blasts, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. Like, I actually genuinely thought I would not win game 3 because of that. Like, I saw that, and I was like, what do you do? What do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. But he had no answer for the TIE Phantom Vader, and that's all it is you drop the TIE Phantom, do not care about doing the damage, and then put your Vader immediately on there, because they can't do anything outside of Perilous Position it. But the first time I played that, he knew I had that Separatist tank in there. We were talking about it before the match, and the first time I played it, game 2, he was like, I was like, yeah, remember, you don't kill enough of my ships. I could play this on turn 3 or 4, baby. So I did, and he had, like, the first game, the game 2 when I played it, it went my way, like, he couldn't kill that ship to save that thing to shave his life. So once it gets 1 or 2 swings in, the game's over, no matter what I have on the other side. The third game, when I put it down, he put all his resources into killing that stupid thing out of everything else. I think he perilous positioned.
I'd an attack and then perilous again, because I was sitting next to you going, what what is going on?
Yeah. So he wasted he killed his Iden, sacrificed his Iden and 2 perilous positions to kill that ship or that tank, like 100%. So, and then my next round after that was I played the guy again, the Han 1-4 or the Han 1 Force, Han 1 Blue Force gentleman. That time he saw his Falcon every damn game, and the one game he had like 3 Falcons. I swear to God, like they just kept showing up. Like, but that when I was able to sight in the TIE daggers, it became a lot easier. And like if you like the first game, he spent all his efforts doing what Alex wanted to do, and killing my ships. But then he had nothing to, when he flipped Han, he had no damage on base and nothing on the ground. And I had been picking away damage at his base, and like at that point, I just played a couple of ships, and then I was able to play the clone, and then everything goes to hell for him after that. Because if the clone can swing for 7 a turn, what do you do?
Right.
Yeah. The second game, he then reversed his decision, and he did the Falcon, and turn 1 he did the Falcon, killed one of the ships, did not pick it up, and then I killed the Falcon the next turn, and then he played another Falcon, and I cried again, and I cried a little bit, and then he killed the ship, and then the next turn I no good at it, and I was like, fine, you can't have a Falcon anymore. Like, and then he picked it up, and then he never played it after that again. He just played everything on the ground. He just played like 4 units. He had like 4 units out on the ground. So that game, I barely won that game, because he saw every one of his bloody Falcons, and I couldn't kill the Falcons. I didn't see any of my TIE daggers, ironically enough, against him. But he was a really nice guy. He was not happy to see me either. He was like, I don't want. We already played. I know how this goes. And I was like, well, I don't know. You never know. I'm tired now, so. And then finals was against Alex, so there you go. That's in the books. So
are we going to see that match again at some point, recorded for the channel so that they can all watch it?
No, why would anyone want to watch that?
Because I would love to commentate that matchup.
You would hate commentating a matchup between Alex and I.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like, and they kill each other's stuff. And next turn.
And he plays something on the ground, and he plays something in space. Does he have an answer for the stuff in space?
Yes.
Okay.
The ground unit. I'll be blow up my spaceship.
Yep. Oh, you had nothing to run your maul into, so I just waylaid it, so you can't do 7 damage now. And then you played it next turn, and then I know good to be at dead, and then you play 2 Vaders and an Anakin. It's funny because he didn't even use his ECL ever or his Tyblees with Vader because I never had. I don't think I even played Bazine against you, did I?
No. There's no reason for you to ever put a ground unit against that deck.
Yeah, it's like he never had a Vader target. Like, did you just research your Vaders?
No, I played one, gave Victor
Oh, that's
Leader
right.
a shield, and then you like waylaid him.
Yep, that's right. I forgot about that. That's why you couldn't kill my Victor Leader. Ah, that was so dirty. That was a dirty play.
I mean, you had to have it, right? So you already played. I believe you already played one during that game. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because the side stuff that I brought, I did actually bring out maneuvers, and ironically enough, against you, but then I never saw them, so it didn't matter. Like, the out maneuvers were really just for you, and like, I didn't even. How about this? I didn't tech against Vader or Gar ECL because I didn't think we'd see a lot of it. It was more for like the Sabines of the world. So those were our runs. Sam also made top 8.
Yeah.
So, Sam, you want to go through your deck real quick and then?
Sure. So I was running. So the whole deck is Han 1 Data Vault. We got 2 Confiscates main board, 3 Hotshot Blasters, 3 Spark of Rebellion, 3 Surprise Strike, 3 Blue Leader, 3 Guerrilla Soldier, 3 of both the fast and slow Piloting Falcon, 3 of the Stolen AT Hauler, 3 Text, 3 Resupply, 3 Waylays, 2 Ahsoka, 3 Pose, 3 Kiras, 3 Chewie Pilots, 3 Han Pilots, and then 2 Han, like the big Han 7-drop, 3 Kellerans, 2 Radisses, 3 U-Wing Reinforcements, and 3 Home 1s. If you can't tell, I really like consistency in my deck and being able to get those 3s. But in the sideboard, we have 2 Salvages, 2 Bamboozle, 2 Memphis Nest, 2 Falcons, and then 1 Han, the big Han, and 1 Radis. So the whole thing with this list was I'm going to start in space or resupply, depending on the matchup. Like I usually wanted to resupply next. And then I'm going to slam a pilot on there and make you deal with it, or I'm going to then play a ground unit, or I'm just going to go wide against you, slam you, aggro you, and I'm just going to win that way. I went completely undefeated up until top 8 cut. I just went 5-0, ID'd twice because I was like, I can just ID from here. I was a little panicky about IDing twice because I've never done that before, and that was a little scary. And I was talking to everybody and Alex and Tanner and everybody like, can I do this? And they were like, put your phone away, ID twice, you'll be fine. So my run was against a Boba Yellow, who I don't know if he was new. I don't know what was going on. He wasn't making plays as if he was new, but I just wiped the floor with him. I mean, I don't even think he got to deploy Vader except the first game. Like the second game, I had him dead by his 6 resource turn. So there was that. I went up against a Vader Yellow that opened with Kajimi patrollers every game, so I opened with Blue Leader every game, and he was just dead in the water from there. Like, I never let him keep a space unit. Yeah, I was like,
Jeremiah.
Sorry, there's nothing you can really do against this. And the one game that I didn't open with Blue Leader, Falcon kill.
Ooh, hold on. Actually, so Tanner, he has a weirder version of Vader Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
He in his sideboard, he has 3 copies of Nameless Valor.
Mm-hmm. I did those in against me,
which is a +2/+2 for 1 attached to a token unit that gains Overwhelm. And I like it. That is spicy. No one knows what that card is, and you're just like, no, my TIE Fighter's like a 3/3 Overwhelm now.
Yeah, and then I just played Ready Falcon and killed it, and then bounced it back to hand. Like, okay. But, yeah, that seems like a great card, just not against someone that can kill it, bounce it back, you play it again, just keep repeating the cycle. I played a Quinlan Tarkentown that I lost to at Whitmore when I was running Yoda, and then I just showed up and pounded down that way and did pretty well. I think it was 2-1, but it wasn't really a competition, the 2 games that I did win. Sabine Yellow, that game was over in 9 minutes. The best of 3, it only took us 3 minutes for each game. No, because it was 2-0, so it only took us 4.5 minutes for each game. It's crazy fast, so I was just sitting there.
That's the cousin of your round 2 opponent.
Cousin of my... Oh!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But I know that the Quinlan Tarkentown player was the son of the Boba Data Vault player Tanner played. And
A
then
lot of crazy connections.
yeah, and then I played a Boba Dadavault, who is someone that we play against in Grand Rapids, and I sparked him the first game that we played. His hand was a 4 cost, 3 5 costs, and 2 6 costs. And I was like, damn, that sucks. And he was like, yep. And so that was super easy. And then I just ID'd twice, and then I went to the quarterfinals, and Alex demolished me game 1, and then it was a lot closer, and then I got him game 2. And game 3, I don't think I got more than 7 damage on your base, was it?
Yeah, that game was not close.
Yeah, no, that one was a total blowout because I just put Han on the ground, put Keller in. I'm like, okay, you know what? If I can get the Falcon, start building a board, whatever. And you were like, Vader plus the buff, it's going to do the 6. I'm going to kill the Keller in, and now I'm just going to swing in for over 4 with an Iden pilot in space and kill your Falcon and wipe your board. And I went, cool. So, yeah, that was rough.
The consequence of like the guard deck is that it's like actually pretty good into like Chewbacca pilots because it just does damage. It doesn't really like control. It just I see you have like 5-6 health. I'm just gonna like craving power literally anything in my deck to blow up whatever Chewbacca's on.
Yeah, that really hurt because you did that to me twice that I can recall in my head. But yeah, I mean, this was my favorite PQ. It was so much fun. Like, the people were insanely generous with prizing. Like, I know I walked away just getting top 8 with a box and 4 carbonite packs that then I pulled a Ray Legends of the Force showcase and like a bunch of other cool stuff. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm walking away with 8 legendaries, a bunch of hyperspaces I needed, some dope prestiges, a showcase, like all of this cool stuff just for getting top 8, besides what you guys got as first and second. Like, it was amazing. So much fun.
Ooh, also, there was a cool play that I got to do, which ultimately didn't do anything, but it is sneaky that the guard deck can do is the Krennic shuttle. You can like shield the Krennic shuttle and then push it onto another unit because it's just any unit. So I put it onto your Falcon with the intention of swinging with Vader and killing the Falcon.
But then I
Because you
had
can do that.
the buff, or
Yeah,
else you would have killed me there.
attack
And
with the pilot, yeah.
oh my god, that was awful.
But
Because I was like,
it's a little sneaky thing you could do, and I like it a lot.
yeah, you had Vader readied. I'm like, I already know what's happening here. This sucks. Don't do this. But yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk the other 2 lists from the top 4. I thought we'd cover those real quick. One, because the Han 1 Blue Force deck is definitely something that you're going to see more of. Like, I know for a fact that'll be. I actually really wanted him to play Sam because it would kind of reference back to our discussion last week where Sam believes that the green beats blue and I believe blue beats green. But it would have been like, it would have actually just proven itself out like in real time, and it just didn't get to happen. So I was very sad about that. I'm sure he was very sad he had to face me instead of you. I'm sure he would have definitely liked to see you or that Boba Dadavault guy, but he probably would have liked to just only have played him in the top. But let's start off with the Jeddah City one. Alex, you want to go over the list real quick?
So my boy, Chris Albers. Okay, so he's been playing Grand Inquisitor Jeddah City since set 1 because he opened a showcase and he's like, well, I guess this is going to be my leader. And he loves the play lines. And he's just been grinding this out like constantly. And it is a deceptively like crazy strong deck, right? Like you can push like more than 20 damage out in 1 turn on like 5 resources. Like not even like Grand Inquisitor's flip turn. You can do some wild things. But yeah, so it's got 2 Daring Raids, triple the Hotshot Blaster, triple Aura, double Bazine main deck, triple Strike Ship, double TIE Bomber. We'll get back to those. Triple of the X-34 Land Speeders. That's the 2/3 ground unit ambush. Triple the Zygerian Starhopper. Triple No Good to Me. Double Disabling Fangfighter. Triple Grand Inquisitor. Double Phantom. Triple Nihil Marauder. Double Open Fire. Double Outmaneuver. Double Waylay. Double Dangar Pilot. Triple Rush Clovis. Triple Scimitar. Triple Vader Pilot. Sam, without looking at the card, what does Rush Clovis do?
I watched your guys' game after I was out when I was opening my box. So I actually do know what he does because he is a I'm not even going to look at my screen. I know he has raid 2 because I remember him saying he hit for 5, and then he did something with battle droids, and I want to say it's if you have, it's something with resources. I think it's if you have more
that's a lot better
resources.
than Odyssey, I thought. Yeah, it's a 3/5 raid 2 for 4 that on attack if your opponent doesn't have any resources ready, you just crit with a battle droid
Oh.
token. But like no one's ever played Rush Clovis, and we're just like going back and forth. We're just like Rush Clovis seems like really good for the deck because you can get 2/5 attack swings out of him because of the 5 health. Anyways, in the sideboard, he's got double the Cartel Spacer, double Force Choke, double Grenade Strike, a third Fang Fighter, a third Phantom, and double of the Clan Challengers, the 3/6 Raid 3, and they get Overwhelm if you have an upgrade on them. It's a wild. It's so fast. Like you could do like turn 1 Strike Ship, GI swing for 3, turn 2 put Vader Pilot on it, swing for 6, and then ping it again, and then swing for another 6 because it only has 3 attack. With the Vader Pilot on it, same with the TIE Bombers. That's why they're there. In our game, he did the X-34 Land Speeder to kill my Owen, so it didn't take any damage. Then he shoved a Dengar in there because it's a vehicle, and then he readied it and then swung for 3 with 2 indirect, which is wild. The Nihil Marauders, you can do like Hotshot Blaster with the Nihil Marauders to get them up to 3 attacks, so they swing for 5.
Ooh,
6. They swing for 6. Sorry.
good.
So they swing for 6, and you can still ready them because they have 5 health, and they're swinging for 3 with raid 3. So it is. It's very fast. It is deceptively good. He's played a bazillion matches with this. And can you tell he's our local Tanner with the amount of actual control cards in this aggro deck as well?
I was gonna say there's a lot of outmaneuvers, waylays, open fires, no goods, daring raid. Like
Yep.
he's prepping for something.
It's all like toolboxy cards where it's just like he needs the open fires for like Falcons. Right. The outmaneuver, he does play a lot, a fair bit in space, but the outmaneuver sometimes you go against like space aggro, so you just outmaneuver space. Jeddah City is like crazy good. If they ever drop a sentinel in front of you, you just Jeddah City and you kill them both. Like just plow through it. You don't really care. I love the Dengars as well because you can put them on like the Zygarians, and then that goes up to 3 attack, but it's Underworld, so you get 3 indirect. And like the Scimitars are always, Scimitar just you drop it and swing for 6. Like it's wild. It's so cool. You can put Dengar on the Phantom as well, so you can re-ready the Phantom, and then swing for 5. It's such a good deck, and he's just been grinding it. He kind of only loses to other locals that have played him before because we tend to play a lot of blue restore and control. And that's kind of what happened. That we played each other in top 4, and I'm like, well, sorry, Chris, but I don't think you got this one. The ECL just does way too much.
This is the deck I actually wanted to play because I have not played against this, and I wanted to see how well Vader would do against this because, like, he has the ships there, and he could kind of do similar things where he, like, with the blue leaders and different things like that. But the difference is they die because his ship, if he does that and swings into my ship, it dies. So I don't know because I think I become the control in that matchup.
You have to because this deck is too fast.
Yeah.
And also, you can pivot kind of on the ground. Like you could Aura and then like Hotshot Blaster Aura, and then she's up to 3 attacks, so you get more attacks. And same with Grand Inquisitor.
So yeah, it's a neat little deck. It's definitely something that if you've never played Grand Inquisitor, you should definitely check this out. I know he's in the KTOD thread for Grand Inquisitor, so because I went and looked last night, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna see if this guy's in the KTOD deal thread.
Yeah,
and
he's been grinding this deck out. He's got a bazillion matches, and it's really good. And people gave him so much crap for running like Jeddah City, and also like, oh, security complex, go blue Grand Inquisitor. And he's like, no, man, Yellow Space Grand Inquisitor is where it's at. So it's nice that he finally got like top 8 because he's top 16, I think like top 14 technically, like every like PQ that he's been in. So it's cool that he got top 8 and then also top 4. The final payoff for just finally breaking through with this deck is so cool.
All right, the next one I want to cover was a Han 1 Blue Force deck, because I think this is something you'll see quite a bit. I will tell you, the first time the guy played me, he like had the 2 resources, and like I saw the no good to be dead in his resource pile, and for some reason in my head I thought he was able to play it for 2 resources. He's not. He was just messing with me. Like he wanted to burn a resource for Anakin. And I figured that out. I finally figured, like, I sat there for a few seconds and I was like, why is he going to play for 2 resources? There's nothing in his deck, like, that can fuck with me for 2 resources. So what is he? Oh, so he can burn it so that I didn't kill anything of his. So he didn't have anything in his discard pile for Anakin. And he's like, yeah, that's a real big problem. If I don't have a Falcon to, like, kill, I don't know what to do, like, to get things to my discard pile. Like, I don't have to ramp against you. But, like, you know, he doesn't want to burn all his cards, but so Sam, I don't know, why don't you cover this deck and then we talk about it for a few minutes and then we'll move on to the next segment.
Yeah, so it's Han 1 Blue Force base. We got 3 Hotshot Blasters, 3 L3 Smuggle. We have 3 Secretive Sage, 3 Yaddle, 2 No Good to Me Dead out of Aspect, 2 Surprise Strike, 3 of the Blue Ezra, 3 of the Readied Falcon, 3 Tex, 2 Vernestra Rose, 2 Yodas, 2 Power of the Dark Side, 2 Waylay, 2 Churret, 2 Internient Warrior, 2 Kanan, 2 Shatterpoint, 3 Anakin, 2 Depa, 1 Rivals, 3 Luke. And then sideboard, we have 3 Bamboozle, 2 Spark, the 3rd Churret, 1 Fell, 2 Kira, and the 2nd Rivals. So the thing about this list is it's not an auto win for Han 1 Green. It is actually, I would say, more of a 60% in my favor, 40% in theirs. It's only because of Churret. If I don't have the Waylay or an answer for Churret, and they have the Force, and I flip, it is in favor of them. If it is almost any other scenario, I get them dead before they get their Luke out. Because what I do is I just mulligan for a Spark turn 1. They put a resource down or they try to do something, and I take whatever 3 cost to make them play the 2 cost or something, or maybe I can make them brick, which I've done several times online this weekend. And I just do a lot with hand hate, and my deck is actually more focused towards hand hate, hence the reason I win the Mirror of Han Green. And that's the one thing that really makes this a hard matchup for them, but it is not immediately winnable for me.
I'm going to just disagree with you, and I don't think it's as hard of a matchup as you say it is. Like, I think you could look up your statistics later and we'll talk about it, but I don't think the statistics show that's the case.
I mean, I am slightly favored if I ramp turn 1, Kira or Ahsoka, and Radis, or if I spark them turn 1 into resupply into one of my 7 costs. If I do either of those lines, they don't stick a Churret, and I don't decide to play my Waylay and a 4 cost on my flip, it is a lot more favored into them. But it is really all about if they have the Churret, if I have an answer, if they are able to get the combo of like Yaddle, Yoda, and maybe Internient Warrior or something like that out early and just have like that Restore 5 combo that I then am forced to hit into, it's a little different. But this deck seems like it's so good into so much more than just Han Green to like take a step back from it. It seems like it'd be amazing into Boba. It seems like it'd be very good into a lot of other decks. And it's probably not favored into Vader, but I see how it could be if they get the right lines and if they added a little more space presence. But yeah, just the Falcons is not it.
Yeah, it's not favored into Vader. The only game he lost was to me and to Iden. Those are the only. He lost to Iden and to me.
Yeah, control seems like that hurt.
Yeah, so I do think, which is a little weird because I don't know, maybe Control beats this. I didn't know. I guess Blue-Green Villainy probably does because you're not playing enough fast enough. His opening play, if he didn't have a Falcon, was Secretive Sage into Idiot Warrior almost every time. That's what it was. You know, like, I mean, one time he might have put a Kanan or a Churret down, but like, his big thing was if you get the Force online, then you have the Idiot Warrior that can just heal 3. So typically, like, you could do 3 damage. He's just going to heal it right away.
The what?
He can also the Idiot Warrior. That's what I call it. the internet warrior. I don't know how to say it, so
Itinerant. Both of you are
It's-
pronouncing it incorrectly.
okay. I don't care. It's an idiot warrior. That's what I'm going to call it. That's what we already discussed. This better than the other name we had for it.
Internet warriors?
Well,
No,
that's the
that's
third
us.
name. Yeah. I like this deck. This was actually kind of a consideration for me to play at the PQ because it's blue yellow, and I like blue a lot. If you didn't know that about me,
I love blue a lot. Wins a PQ with a green red villainy.
Yeah.
Comes second place with green yellow villainy.
Okay, so all right. So how about this? To be fair, every top I've had has been not with blue. I don't think
Ooh.
I've actually ever topped with blue. Now that you, no, I did with Kira. I did with Kira once. There you go.
All of it has been green villainy.
Yes. So yeah, because my first one was I came in 10th in set 2 with Kira ECL, and then set 3 was Pelp Yellow. I topped with Pelp Yellow, and then set 4 was Vader. Yep, Vader Yellow, Vader 4 Yellow, and Han 2 Green. God damn it! And then
Oh my god. Does this mean you're not a control player? You're actually an aggro, like, mid-range type
No,
deck?
it's just control you with green instead of blue. That's all.
yeah, I'm making it harder for myself. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, all right, fine.
Yeah,
And then
turns out
then I would,
Opie is just a really good card.
yeah, because then it was Boba Dadavalt and then Vader Yellow again. So, all right. Anyway, let's go on to something different. Let's talk about something different instead.
Also, Han Blue Force, right? A lot of people are saying that's supposed to be like the next like huge meta deck. Is this like the typical version that's just been floating around? I don't personally know.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, so it has been.
Yes,
it
the
seems
only
a
things
lot
that
of
are really
2-offs.
unique about this list is the amount of one-offs it has. Like, it only is running 2 Shatterpoint, most are running 3. It only has 2 Turrets, most are running 3. The 1 Rivals, most are running either 2 or just have 2 in the side. The 1 Fell in the side, the 1 Rivals in the side. Like, it's just the amount of inconsistencies among what's in the side and the main, and not having 3 Turrets main. That's the main difference. But everything else is insanely similar to this build. This just seems a little more tech to his liking.
Okay. I haven't really
Yeah,
looked into it at all.
I hadn't either, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I'll have to trust Sam. We went over it last week, so I guess we could go back and look at the one from last week.
I'm the Han guy.
Yeah, just ironically not interested in Han Yellow or Han Blue, Han Yellow Blue. So I'd like set 3 top 4 with Han Blue.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on. Do you guys want to talk more meta stuff, or do you guys want to talk spoilers?
Let's do more meta stuff. Why not? Just
Wait.
for a little
Alright.
bit of all the cool discussion.
All right, cool. So let's move on. We're going to talk a little bit about what happens after the forced throw ban. We got everything got Super Laser Blast, so there you go. As you can see, these. So the only thing we don't have is there's one PQ, I think, in Portland that at the time of this recording had not concluded. So I don't know. Maybe Sam can look up and see as we're recording if it's concluded or not, and who won it. But as you can see, the field got pretty wide, but not anything we didn't super expect. So we have some Sabine there. Definitely something I expected. A Palp Yellow was a little off, but I mean, I guess it gets a little bit better.
Planetary qualifier
Yeah.
on the same weekend as another planetary qualifier in Italy.
True.
Portland is still going.
All right, and then Cad Bane, Tarkentown came back again. Another Sabine, Han Blue Force. So there you go. There is a Han Blue Force. Thrawn Datavault. Agar Nabat. That's Nabat, right? That's
Yep,
what that is.
yep.
Agar Nabat. So I do not know that. We are not going to cover that deck. We will.
Good on them.
If enough people want to do it. Then you saw the boss, because there was a boss Datavault.
Datavault, baby. Let's
Yep.
go.
That sucks.
Roll that
and
back
then-
to set 3.
Yeah, exactly. I was a little worried there. Or even set 4, like the boss Datavault in set 4 was pretty good. Han Blue, a Yoda green Force, so no data vault, actually swerving to the Force for it. Another Han Blue, a Kylo Tarkin town in Hawaii. I guess we should go to Hawaii, Alex, for PQs because
I mean, I'm
20 person.
more partial to the Alaskan meta, but Hawaii's fine. But also, it should be note the last two Han Blue Forces you were saying is Han Red, Han 2 Red, Blue
Sorry,
Force.
yes.
So it's not
Yep.
Han 1 Blue Force.
No. Another Cad Bane, and then there's your Gar ECL. If we look at kind of the leader breakdown, so there's the Thrawn, the Sabine, the Hans, the Gar Saxons. There was 2 of them.
The most winningest leader this weekend was Gar
Most
Saxon.
represented.
Yeah. Ignore the Ahsoka Tana. That is from a that has to be from a limited. There's no way. There is no Ahsoka that showed up in that screen. So that's from the limited. We'll have to talk to that guy and see if he can get rid of the limited leaders. But the top 8 is, I think, what is more telling, right? So if the top 8, you can see Boba Data or Boba Fett. Period. We'll just say Boba Fett green is still on the top. Boba Fett is still out there. It has not gotten docked down as much as we thought it was. I thought we'd see less Boba Data Vault in the top because of the Hans. And we're seeing, like, you can see there's a rise in Hans, right? Like a Han. The Han set 1 leader was not even on that board, I don't think, until last week. So people started bringing him back last week before Force Throw was banned to get practice in, is my guess. The set 2 Han, that one's up there. Grand Admiral Thrawn has seen a rise in top 8s. So that's something you should probably look out for. Kira's back on the board, baby, finally. I don't know how long she's going to stay, but I guess, you know what, if they want to bring set 1 Han back and Kira can still beat set 1 Han, then she's probably here to stay. There's the Gars. Ironically enough, Gar had 3 top 8s, 2 of those won, and one of them was a Nabat Village one. So the other one was an ECL as well. Poe Dameron, Rey coming up there, Sabine, Palpatine, and Telzin's still up there, right? So kind of interesting. This is what if I were going to a PQ next weekend. And there's actually Michigan GT. Alex, we should go to Michigan GT and both play Trench. Come on. I'll pay for your ticket, and then you give me your winnings. I'll give you my money back. Next Saturday. Let's go play in a 1K next week.
If you drive me, I'll go, and I'll give you my winnings. If you just
It'd be
drive
kinda
me
tough
there.
to get 2 back-to-back Saturdays off work.
You try. Let me know tomorrow. It'll be fun. We could both bring Trench.
I would bring Trench.
And Sam,
You guys suck.
Sam, you should bring Trench too. That way, if it's only the 3 of us for whatever reason, like, it'll just be a Trench off.
A round
Come on.
robin.
If you train me how to at weeklies this week, I'll consider it, because I have every card that I need for Trench, apparently. Because I was looking at this after you were messing with me yesterday, and you were like, oh yeah, I'm going to bring Trench. And I was like, what would happen if I brought Trench one of these days, just to see if it would work? And I just checked all my piles. I have everything I need.
The most difficult deck I've ever played.
It's fun though.
It's incredibly fun. It's a cool challenge.
Side note, I was actually this last week before the PQ playing Trench quite a bit online. And then I just didn't swerve to it. But I was playing Trench online. Like, just so you know, my win rate went from 34.5% up to 52%. So I was very excited by that. But anyway, if I were going to a PQ next week, and this is what I would be looking at, and then I would be looking at what do each of these matchups, like if you want to win a PQ or top 8 a PQ, you got to look at what these decks are, what I would be looking at, and then I would be looking at what are their worst and best things. I'm very surprised at this Boba Data Vault. I will be honest with you, like, I kind of thought that was going to drop off out of top 8s at least, not like representation wise, but we had one in ours. Our top 8 had 1, and then going into it, there.
Though it was 30 health.
I'm sorry, whatever. Boba Green. We'll just call it Boba Green again. That's what it is. Like, I don't care whether it's Data Vault or not. But Jake was 4-2 or 4-3, and he was very close. He got very unlucky and had to play 2 Hans. But this Han decks, set 1 Han really hurts Boba Dadavolt. Like, it just does. Doesn't matter which version, I think. Like, we tested it into blue and into green, and it did better into green, weirdly enough, and it didn't do very well into green. So
It was not hard for me at all. I mean, it's probably my easiest matchup of the day, unfortunately, was him, and I didn't like to do that to him, but I had to.
But so anyway, that's kind of what I would be looking at. If we look at the tier ranking list, and you're just looking at pure win rate versus conversion, Han 2 Dadavolt is on the top, followed by Blue Vader. I don't know how that has a higher win rate, but all those yellow Vaders that didn't make it in probably dragging me down. So, you know, this is you have to be a little careful on how you want it. It has a 0 conversion rate, whereas the Han 2 Dadavolt has an actual conversion rate. Poe is kind of up there. Han 1 Dadavolt, and then Captain Rex Droid Manufactory is in here, and we had one of those yesterday, and I was very worried if he was going to get paired up against me, because I do not know how that matchup goes.
You just That's all you do, and then you win.
Sure, but you got to draw your outmaneuvers, which are in my sideboard, and
Or your Bazines.
or my Bazines.
Purpose.
Those are all sideboard cards, but yes. So I don't know. I've never known how that would play out. I mean, because I usually win on my leader flip turn anyway. Like, for the most part, if I'm going against something that doesn't interact with me, I can do that. So yeah, so these are kind of some of the other decks. I do want to cover a few decks that we found that I feel are kind of interesting. I wanted to cover a few of these decks. So the first one is an Asajj for Tarkentown that made 7th place at a UK PQ. And I apologize, I don't ever put the city name because it takes up too much space. I just put UK. Just so you know, when I say UK, it's bigger than, like, it's not like they're all in this little tiny little thing.
I mean, it's like 4 countries, right? Is the UK?
Yeah. But this deck's wild, man. This deck is running 2 off color. Like, he just needs to run a green card, and then he could say he's running the full suite. Like, I would 100% throw a green card in here just to say I'm running every color. So this deck has 3 Mahdi's, 3 HK-47s, 3 Kylo's Ties, 3 of the strike ships, 1 sneak attack, 1 lonely sneak attack, 1 tip the scale. When you can just play Bazine too, like, for the same cost. Anyway, 3 Death Troopers, 2 Fang Fighters, 3 Ogdo-Bogdos, 3 Powers, 3 of the Scimitars, 2 Calculated Lethalities, which we'll come back to that in a minute.
Where we need him.
Yeah, this is a JJ deck, 100%. Like, I sent this to JJ and said, hey, if you have the stuff to build this, you should play this deck. 3 Banshees, so at least it's thematic. 3 No Glories. 2, what is that card? The Tragedy of Plagueis. 2. What does that card do? What does that card actually do? Like, it's a kill spell, right? That's what that card is?
No, it's a survival. It's choose a friendly unit for this phase. It can't be defeated by having no HP, kind of like set 1 Chariot, and then your opponent chooses a unit they control and defeat it. Doesn't have to be a leader, but if it's only leader.
It's just power text there, too.
Yeah.
Like the power of the dark side text.
Oh, I guess that's cool spice. I'm happy somebody played that card. It's like the only time I've ever seen anyone play that card.
Expensive, but
yeah,
I mean, it works, right?
Yeah. 3 Vader pilots, 3 of the Ruthless Raiders, 3 Devastators, 2 Palpatines, and a lonely little Super Laser Blast. In the side, he has 2 Pike Sentinels, 2 of the Confederate Tri-Fighters, the 3rd Fang Fighter, 3 Chams, and 2 Crate Dragons. So this deck feels a little lighter on control than I thought it would be. I love the HK-47 inclusion, though, in this deck, because you can ping this stupid thing and, like, ping their other stuff. Like, it's super good. You
can first turn ping if you match the arena and then kill him with Tarkentown with Asajj. Which is pretty cool.
Yes, actually. This can be a dirty deck. I never thought about the Mahdi, but you can play your Asajj on the ground, ping, or ping something with to be able to ping Madi before you play her, right? And then like ready your ship, so you could ping a Scimitar, ready the ship, and stick her on it. And now it's got grit, and it's readied, and you played it that turn, and it's just crazy. So like,
you ping the Mahdi to ready one of your villainy ships, and then you ping something else in their same arena. So like you can ready whatever you want,
okay,
because they have a ground unit for Mahdi, which is super cool. I like that play a lot. Just it does have to be the same arena for Asajj's ability.
Yes, you're right. So it would have to be, but you could ping. But you could ready whatever you wanted. So.
Yeah, you can ready whatever
so
you want.
Just
so as long as they
can't,
have a ground unit, you can like ready the Scimitar or whatever, and then throw Asajj in there, and then ping yourself, and then swing for a lot.
So that Tragedy of Plagueis, you know what that's for? So you could ping something that's on 1 health to ready it or to do whatever. Oh, dude, you know what you could do? Oh my gosh.
You can
I never even thought about
yourself.
Yes, and you could use this on Mahdi. So you can, if you had a Mahdi, you could play it on Mahdi. He can't be killed by no HP, so he could swing into something. You can then like, well, you wouldn't be able to. No, you wouldn't do it with Mahdi. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. All right, yeah. So it's only when defeated. Okay, never mind. I was like, can you just like multiple ready something like a Grand Inquisitor deck? Like that would be dirty. That would be dirty as crap. So I like this deck actually. We have a local that was playing around with it. His is not this deck though. Like I think this deck needs Idens in it, and shuttles. Like I think those are two things that I would be putting in this deck. But I guess you don't really want to ping the shielded stuff, but I don't know. Iden's just so good in space decks right now. If you're running villain blue.
So obviously the line is you want to turn 1 ping Tarkin Town something, kill their turn 1, unless you're saving it or it depends on the deck, whatever. So do we think that this is better than, first we'll go Quinlan, because without Force Throw, I know you guys are kind of down on Quinlan, but as someone that just played against
Tanner's down on Quinlan.
Yeah,
I think it's fine.
You're down, you like it, but
he didn't play it, but I mean, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, Tanner's far more of an authority on this than I am.
Yeah, I mean, I beat it, and it was fairly easy for me, but I mean, it does seem like it got a lot of hate for so do we think that this is better than Quinlan for turn 1 Tarkin Town killing?
Okay, nowadays, is it better than Quinlan for turn 1 town? No, I don't think it's better for turn 1 killing. I think it does the same thing that Quinlan does. It gives you the ping. It's actually technically more restrictive. But the difference is the restrictiveness, you don't have to worry about the cost of the unit, but you have to worry about the arena.
Yeah.
I still think CAD Tarkin Town is the best Tarkin Town deck right now.
That was going to be my second question, was what do you think is the best Tarkin Town deck with that in mind? But yeah,
I think it's CAD, because CAD has even less of a restriction. You just have to play an Underworld unit, which is all he effing plays. So they made enough Underworld units to make CAD good.
Town.
No, get out of here. No.
Sam, you weren't there for Pal Target Town. That's a good deck.
No.
It's never coming back. Let Palp die, please. I hate playing against it. Just let Palp die.
All right, Alex. Never mind. We're going to Michigan GT and bringing Palp. We're bringing Palp now, because then Sam can't bring Han because we just win. Like we're just gonna win if he does that.
Oh, let's just do trilogy and run like Palp and Trench and like I
hate you guys so much.
Too much overlap with the Trench and the Iden. Just do like I'll bring Gar, you bring Vader, and then we'll both bring Palpatine and Trench.
All right, yeah, because we can make Palpatine red.
Run 2 hard control matchups.
Yeah, because if you play Palp red, right, it's this double. Like you're swerving from the thing, and Vader doesn't play anything that overlaps with Trench, so we're good. Except no,
it's just the
waylays.
For the Vaders.
Yeah,
I don't main deck Waylay in my Trench.
I don't either, but it's still. Well, you're right, because we wouldn't have, because it doesn't matter. We don't have sideboards, so all right. Baby, here we go. We should do a trilogies tournament, and Alex, you and I should own a trilogies tournament. Like we should see if we can raise enough money to do a trilogies tournament that we get lots of people to come to. Be like, all right, this is like a a $1,000 tournament. Come and win a bunch of
Trilogy
money.
1K.
Yep, come and win a bunch of money, but you have to face Tanner and Alex playing shit decks.
Yeah, I'll
Which
judge
is-
that tournament. I'm sitting out. I'll like judge or something. I don't want to play at that.
Anyway, back to this deck. I do genuinely like this deck. Like, I don't think Death Troopers are necessary personally. I understand why you have that there because you can use the Death Trooper plus her ping to kill something typically, but
No perishing either. I don't like that.
he doesn't have Pershings.
Yeah, I don't know. The sneak attack paying 1 extra for the unit's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't understand what the sneak
But, like,
attack's
you
there
still have
for.
raiders and devastators and stuff, so you still can do things with it. Like, you can do cool things with it. It's just kind
Well,
of wild
costs
to me that you're paying 1 extra to get it ready instead of the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're paying 9 for a Devastator to come out ready. I guess it works. I guess if you hit 9, you probably win if you swing with a Devastator, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you probably just win the game at that point because, like, it's 4 damage plus 9. You know, like that's 13 damage on base. That's, you know, almost half the health of most bases. I guess that makes sense. But like it doesn't have smuggle on it, so it doesn't have the ability to like you have to hold that card now. But I guess if you don't have Force Throw, you don't have to worry about it anymore, right? Like, you don't have to worry about people like stripping your hand outside of like Spark of the Rebellion, and nobody's gonna think about stripping your hand to get rid of a fucking sneak attack.
sneak
you
attack,
know,
right? Red blue ability.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Like,
can sneak it
oh.
out of Crate Dragon for 10.
yeah. Would you rather get rid of my Vader or my sneak attack? Pick. I don't know. I like the deck. I think it's kind of cool. We'll have to play around with it. Let's move on to the next one. We have a Yoda Green Force. I will give it to Sam because Sam likes Yoda. This is the one that got first place in Germany, even though it was a little bit smaller of a PQ. I kind of wanted to go through this because like they have clone in here.
Yeah, that's
and
so powerful.
Clone is like, we have talked about this before, and like nobody uses clone.
My
Like,
locals.
nobody. Nobody used it against me yesterday, baby. So, I don't know. So, Sam, what is this deck?
It is a set 3 Yoda Jedi Temple Green Force deck. We're running 2 Battlefield Marines, 2 Lothwolves, 3 Phoenix Squadron A-Wing, 3 Yaddle, 2 Spark of Hopes, 2 Yoda's Lightsaber, 3 Blue Leader, 2 Obi-Wan Kenobi from Legends of the Force, 2 Village Protectors, 3 Resupply, 3 Your My Only Hopes, 2 Churret, 2 Idiot Warriors, I'm not even going to try, 3 Vanquish, 3 Resupply Carriers, 2 Rivals Fall, 2 Clone, 1 Kelleran, 3 Luke, 2 Home 1, and 3 of the new Yoda. This list is so beautiful. This is the Yoda I was looking for, that now I traded my showcase, did whatever, and I have the Yoda showcase. This is the deck I'm bringing to weeklies this week, just to tell you in advance. I absolutely
bringing Trench.
love this. I hate you so much. And
Oh man, I don't even know what Trench would do again. Like Yoda just doesn't do anything against Trench.
no, I just sit there and get exhausted, and then I just sit there and cry when I'm done playing this game. But I absolutely love this list. I've been running it online all day today, nonstop, and it is so much fun. The only changes I would make is put a second Kelleran in for like taking out one of the Yodas for an extra Kelleran, and then just running 2-2, 3-2-2 for your top end. But it is so good when you're able to You're My Only Hope for 6, the big Yoda, or a home 1. And I forgot how much I love that play. I mean, Lothwolf is good, but you really just want it to be able to You're My Only Hope or Spark of Hope. And that's actually a lot better of a play than I realized until today, because ramp in this deck is apparently really important in the certain matchups that you need it to be. But if you're playing hard control and you're able to Spark of Hope, and then you're able to build a huge board and they're not able to Super Laser Blast, I guess that is kind of good. But I don't know. This list is just so beautiful.
I'll just evacuate on 6 resources
I hate
instead.
you.
Don't worry.
One of my locals was debating between Yoda green like this and also Luke Pilot. He ended up going with Luke Pilot because his name is Luke. But that also had clones, and like if you clone a Yoda, like that's just
Oh,
There's this game where you're just like, cool, blow up your board twice as hard.
twice
Should
as
we be-
hard on top of the twice.
Should we be running clone in trench now too? Can we just run clone
For
in
what?
trench?
What do you need
To
a 9-cost copy anything?
Whatever I want.
Yeah, to clone whatever you thought that you could play, and instead of me killing, oh, you play Devastator, I clone and create a Devastator.
Vehicles, Tanner. We
Damn
went over
it.
this.
All right, never mind.
I tried
I'm
to
not
do
playing
that to an
clone in
Avenger
trench.
today, and then when I had to clone my own 3-cost Yoda, it really hurt because I tried to clone his Avenger to kill his only Avenger. I didn't read the card text the first time that I played it. So
They need to give me a clone that does vehicles.
like a Commandeer. Take it, bounce
A
back to
better
their
one.
hand.
A better one than that, yeah. Because if a Commandeer is only 6 costs or less, I can't take a
We
Devastator.
should do a reverse commandeer. Take control of something 6 or higher. That'd be sick.
Change of heart.
Yeah, but you don't only want to do that in Pelp, so. Because then I can kill it.
Lygon too, because you can
Alright.
bounce it.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair. So I like this deck. I'd be interested to see how this deck fares with Bobadadavol a little bit, and I would be interested to see how this fares with Han 1. Any of the Han ones. I think it would be interesting to see
Not great.
how it fares into those, because I think that's going to be the important piece. If this is going to survive and thrive, right? It can't have a bunch of bad matchups. And I think Yoda Red, when it lost its Force Throw, got more bad matchups. So, and this is not the Endless Legions version, obviously. So, but all right, let's move on. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. This is definitely the local. This gentleman is running Phasma Data Vault. I promised him I would reveal his deck, and I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to say I love the fact that he created a Phasma Data Vault deck, and he did very well with it. I do not like all these one-offs, though. Like, this is JJ.
He does really well with this. He'll bring this to Source Showdown. I don't remember if he won a Source Showdown with it, or if he's like in the finals, or like top 4 and stuff. But like James is, he loves his like off meta, try to catch him by surprise decks, and this is one that he had in his back pocket. Yeah, it's a really cool deck. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his one-off stuff. I do not understand or like that piece of it, but I do like this deck. Like, I think I would sleeve up a version of this myself. It just will not have one-offs, or very many one-offs. But Alex, why don't you go through the deck? Let's go through the deck. I actually like I said, I think this deck is cool. It has every first order unit that exists currently. So in these colors,
A lot of one-offs for a Data Vault deck, but it works. So yes, it's Phasma Data Vault, the James Levine special. So you got a triple FO Stormtrooper, triple FO TIE Fighter, double of the Indoctrinated Conscripts. That is the +1/+2 for 1 Villainy Pilot. 1 Apology Accepted. 1 Bounty Hunter's Quarry, which is kind of weird to me because he loves that card. I am actually shocked he's only running 1 of. That's such a good card. Only 2 Allegiant General Prides. I mean, you're not really doing a lot of indirect damage, right? So it's more the FO stuff. Triple of the Exegol Patroller, the 3/1 Overwhelm spaceships. Triple Hux, great card. Double of the 2-cost Kylo. Triple Kylo Silencer. Triple Special Forces TIE Fighter. 1 Force Choke. 1 Legal Authority. Triple Knight of Ren. Double Praetorian Guard. Triple TIE Dagger. Triple Von Regs TIE. 1 Open Fire. Triple Phasma. 1 IG-88. 1 Bravado. Triple OB. Triple Craving Power. 1 Vader Pilot. Double Eighth Brother. 1 Eye of Zion. Triple Ruthless Raider. 1 Planetary Bombardment. And 1 Green Maul. In the side, you have 2 Daring Raids. Triple the Sith Trooper. Underrated card. Love that card. Also first order. The second and third copies of Planetary Bombardment. 2 of the 7-cost Green Vader. And 1 Red Devastator.
and no crate dragons.
Nope.
Like no crate dragons.
Well, it is more aggro-y, right? So you try not to go that far.
Yeah, you want to win before 8 resources, and those Devastators are if you're going to 8 resources.
Yeah. So it's a wild deck.
This deck is like I would dump the Bravado immediately. I understand why you have it, but like, what if you get it and you can't use it? Then now you got to resources it, I guess.
Or what if you use it on your Phasma flip turn?
Then put more of them in. Then cut something else and put more of them in.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
I think Bravado is a worthless card, but that's just me. Like I don't
play a
I don't
maul at 10 resources, kill something, ready maul again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think I would not include a one of Bravado. I don't agree with
Or
that.
IG pilot. I mean,
The IG pilot I'm more understanding of. Like I get that a little bit more.
there's no pinging in this deck though. The only thing that pings is the indirect damage between the Stormtrooper and Pride. If you don't finish something with open fire or force choke, and then the one-off Vader pilot, and almost everything else that I mentioned other than the units are one-offs. So it's like all these things that you're doing are all one-offs. So
yeah, so the IG is I'm okay with the IG. Like the IG and the Vader I actually understand because I was running a one-off Vader in Boba Data Vault for a while. So like I don't actually disagree with either of those. Like I mean he could have 2 Vaders instead of 1 IG, but it's inconsequential because they're more get out of jail free cards. I do not understand the apology accepted card. I don't know what that's for. I guess like it's a great card if you could play it after you play like a Knights of Ren. But I think I'm not in disagreement with him on the Bounty Hunters, Corey, but I would at least have 2, if not 3 of those. Like I think I would just have 3 of those. Is probably what I would do. And like, or maybe, yeah, I would have 3 of them in this deck because he has no ramp in this deck. And like, this helps you get out a second unit when you would never have a second unit. And he has enough low cost things. Like, I mean, can you imagine like being able to get out of Kylo's tie or like that special order
to finish off something else?
Yeah.
Really
Or
nice.
that special order forces against anything that's got like more space units than you. Like, that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure. But he's using like the Phasma like ability right to do the pinging, and like that works really well. I think that works very well in this deck because that's where Phasma can shine. Is it can do these pings. And I actually watched him play this a little bit, and it was funny. Somebody goes, "You can ping that," and he's like, "Yep." I was like, I was like, "Yeah, guys, that thing's gonna die next turn." That guy realized exactly what he's doing. But I don't think I would keep the apology accepted, and I would go to another Bounty Hunters, Corey. I do not like that Exegol Patroller, but that's just me. That's a personal thing. I love that ship for a long time, and then I hated it now. So,
I mean, don't play it against a pinging deck, but it is also another first order unit.
It is. Yep, it's a first order unit, and it is a 3/1 that is in space. And if they can't kill it, you're doing the 3 damage.
And if you shove a Vader on it, it's got overwhelm, and things get really weird.
Yeah. But I think I would cut that legal authority. That's what I would cut a legal authority, and the apology accepted, and go up to 3 of those bounty hunter queries. That's what I would do. I do not know whether you need the open fire or the force choke, but I would probably go with one or the other. I guess
go with open fires.
And I would get rid of that bravado, and then have 3 of those because you can. The open fire curves nicely into your OBs and your craving powers, right? Like you could play your open fire to wipe their board. They play something, you get to do your thing. Then the next turn you have a couple of units that you can play your open or your OB, your overwhelming barrage or your craving power. I am never sold on the ISIN, but maybe there's a thing. He has a gimmick for that. I mean, I won't say that it's a bad card because it is a weird card, right? Because you get the restore. Like you're paying 6 for something that's got an immediate restore value if there's something to ambush into. So I don't know. We debated whether that was ever a good card to begin with. So I don't know. But if it were me, I'd probably cut that card and I would have 2 mauls. That's probably what I would do. And then I don't care. Like you could keep the IG if you want to keep the IG or not.
I mean, it is an aggro deck. They try to trade into your stuff. They're probably damaged.
Yeah. So the IG is like it's whatever to me. Like I don't care about. Like if the IG does something special, great. Like you could have another Vader. You're only playing those cards if you know they're safe, on your units. But
He's
I don't
10 one-offs in that deck. The entirety of the Data Vault buff is just the one-offs that he put in there.
There you go.
Ugh.
So, but that's how I would change it. I actually am kind of tempted to sleeve this up. I wish I had a Phasma Showcase. Actually, I think I might buy one now. I might buy a Phasma Showcase. God damn it! I gotta stop buying showcases.
True.
They're the pretty art. They're good art.
Yeah, and I like Phasma. I played a lot of Phasma in Destiny. So, all right, the last one. Oh no, we have two more. We have a Poe Yellow. And I don't remember. Have we covered a Poe Yellow before?
I don't believe so.
All right, we're going to cover this Poe Yellow then. So this is a very silly deck. I found out if you play a Pauper series, play Poe Yellow. And Poe Yellow just wins everything, I guess. That's what I was told. I was talking to somebody about playing Pauper like SWU, and it's a thing that happens in Indiana. But this is 3 Cartel Spacers, 3 Crackshot V-Wings, 2 Mining Guilds, 3 Republic Y-Wings, 2 Daring Raids, 2 of the Heroic Sacrifice, 2 Swoop Downs, 3 Black Ones, 2 of the Red Green Squadron A-Wing, 2... Oh my god, they have the Privateer Seek.
Yep.
I don't know why that's in there.
2, if you control another unit, you get it as a shield.
Okay.
I can put Poe
Cool.
into it.
You can put Poe into it, and it could have a shield on it.
It's a 4/3 shielded.
Yep. 2 Bamboozle, 2 Sparks, 3 Surprise Strikes, 2 Cassians. That hurts to see only 2 Cassians. 2 Fang Fighters, Disabling Fang Fighters, 2 of the Falcon that is too slow and dies, 3 of the Readied Falcon, 2 of Red 5s, 2 Outmaneuvers, 1 Waylay, 2 Han Pilots, and 3 Poe Damerons. Very thematic. Then we have 2 Jam Communications, the 3rd Swoop Down, a 3rd Outmaneuver, 2 Change of Hearts, and 2 of Lando's Falcon, and I don't know what that other card is. 2 K-Churns. Yep, those are the ones that ready anything with 3 or less power. That's actually a good card, I think, in this deck. Because nothing you have has power.
6 or less power.
Yeah, it's quite high. Actually, Luke, who made top 8 at RPQ with the Boba 30 health, he played Poe Yellow a lot. He's out of Ann Arbor area. At least that's where I see him play in the stores. He played a lot of Poe Yellow, and he loves it. It's like his kind of pet deck. It's a cool deck.
I think it's a cool deck. I will say the only thing I don't like is the Privateer Seeks. Other than that, like I think the deck looks fine. Like it's a very event heavy deck though. This one is a very event heavy deck. But I don't know. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. If you're playing Poe, right? You're spending your 1 resource. You're playing under curve typically, so your Bamboozle's probably going to go off for the most part because you're not playing like 3 cards a turn or even 2 cards a turn. I like the Mining Guild ties as well, but I always like Mining Guild ties. So
right, the double spark is a little bit weird for me. I get it, but I don't know. It just seems
one
a
way
little bit strange.
Yeah, like I said, it's very event heavy. So, but I think it's a cool deck. Like I don't know if you want to play Pauper, I guess this is the deck to play Pauper. So,
minus the Sparks and the Heroic Sacks and the Swoop Downs and the Black Ones and the Falcons.
Well, yeah, but I'm telling you is that I'm just told that like there's enough spaceships and things for Poe that are like cheap commons and uncommons that are really good, I guess, in him. So. Well, let's move on. The last deck we have is an OB5 Blue Force deck that came in 11th in Michigan. Sam, you want to shout out the deck and then we'll go over it?
Yeah, we got OB5 Blue. We got 3 Owens, 3 Confiscates, 3 Mystic Reflections, 3 Gungi, 3 Secretive Sage, 3 Yaddle, 2 Yoda's Lightsaber, 3 Axe Wolves, 3 Concord Dawn Interceptors, 2 of the Legends of the Force Obi, 3 of the Spark Yodas, 2 Turrets, three idiot warriors. We have 2 fells, 1 shatterpoint, 2 of the forces with me, 3 of the paladin training corvette or whatever corvette, 1
you're right.
rival,
Yeah.
3 Kellerins, 2 Yodas, and then in the side we have 2 legal authority, 3 restored arcs for some reason, 2 crushing blows, the other turret, and then 2 of the I totally forgot.
CR90s.
CR90s.
Mhm.
Okay. The restored arcs are there for the pilot decks because they're very good at being able to restore, and if you buff them, they're now a 3/4, and they're dirty against like Vader. If you play that, I have to kill that ship right away. Otherwise, it just gets out of control for me. Like, because you heal 1 a turn, plus you can kill things and live forever with the stupid OB pump.
So, this guy's name is Evan. Actually, also a cousin of both Eric and Jeremiah, which you played against, Sam. So he's been playing for like maybe 3 months, 2 months. As you see, he doesn't own Luke's, and he was just tearing through everyone. He only lost to me because this deck is terrible in Nagar Saxon. And also I played him the day before, so I already knew what the deck does. Just don't let him stick a Yoda, and then you're good. But it's a crafty deck. Like Axe Wolves is pretty annoying. He's just like a 4/4.
Yep, and he could be even more when you put Yoda's lightsaber on the next turn too, right?
Yeah, or like if they don't pop the shield. Right,
or
and
the
then
force is
also
with you.
have the force is with me, right? And the paladin training corvette, he played that every game against me, and he got off all at least 2 experience on force units with that. It was very frustrating because he just like deploys Obi-Wan, plays that, experiences Obi-Wan, and someone else swings with Obi-Wan and experiences the paladin, and you're just like, wow, that's
dirty.
a lot to chew through right now. It's like you just got like 3 +1/+1s out of nowhere, and then also it's like a 4/6 ship.
Yep.
But yeah, I like this deck. I would change some things obviously when I would add Luke's. I might also consider Luminous Beings because that is a fantastic finisher for decks like this. Because you do have a lot of force units. But yeah, just like main deck triple confiscate and triple mystic reflection is
That's
actually it's cool. The Mystic Reflections was just like really annoying because he's just like, oh look, it's Krennic. Oh look, it's Secretive Sage. And I'm just like, oh yeah, actually that will get through it. That's fair. And it's just sturdy units. So this is a cool deck. I wanted to shout it out because he's relatively new, but also like just crushing it with this deck.
Yeah, I think for me the bigger thing would be I think I would move Kellerins. I don't know if you want. I don't know. I think the Lukes are just better than Kellerin. I mean, I don't know. The problem is what are you going to take out to put Lukes in?
Yep.
I think you have to take I get Kellerin, but I think Luke is more impactful than Kellerin. And
you need the restore.
I don't know.
You have Yaddles, you have Yodas, you have itinerant warriors. Like I'd probably cut like
you have
one
Owens.
itinerant, 1 axe, and a Kellerin.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I would at least have the 2 Lukes in there, like no questions asked.
Double confiscate and like 1 in the side, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep. I also agree. You don't need the 3 confiscates ever. Like the two are good, especially in a non-data vault deck. You don't need 3. I used 2 yesterday, and I saw them every game. I saw a confiscate.
Oh, well, lucky you.
Yeah, you did. I know. I know. I'm happy about that. But yeah, I also don't know if I would run the one-off Shatterpoint. I would almost run 2 Rivals Falls. I think. And maybe that's just
Shatterpoint's just the cheaper Rivals, right? It just
well,
can't
if you
hit a leader.
It can, but you have to have the force, and then you aren't able to use the force you aren't able to buff your unit. So I don't know. Like I get it.
It goes pretty wide.
I don't know.
I like it.
I think that would be my change. I would not put crushing blows on the side either. I think I would change those. I don't think those are.
I agree.
I don't think those are. I actually don't even run them in Iden. I don't know why people run those like.
Yeah, whatever. I was actually speaking with the guy who was running the Iden data vaults, and he was like, it's just useful against like just some real random stuff. Like he doesn't really have first turn plays in the Night in deck, right? So it's like, yeah, it's just like essentially like the other copies, like more copies of Power of the Dark Side in that situation.
And in
Or
that
sometimes,
instance, I get that.
yeah.
This instance, I don't, though. I don't think I would use it instead.
Oh, he's got a limited card pool too because he just started playing.
Well, okay, fine. That's fine. Okay, so that's. I'm just saying, if I were building, I just wouldn't play that.
Yeah.
I do like the restored arcs though, and I do like those CR90s. I think those are both
I love
very
the
good
CR90s.
cards.
Underrated card.
Yeah, and the Legal Authority, I could take or leave. I don't. I would have to play around with that to even see if I like that in this deck. I mean, it makes sense because you are buffing your unit and.
Another consideration is actually protect the pod because you do have a lot of high health stuff in here, and like the itinerants and the Yodas and like Obi-Wan's, where you just buff up. So you have some Sentinels, but you also have like a lot of high health stuff, like Gunji too. Like just like for 6 resources, just like sticking a Gunji and then sticking a Gunji, putting Obi-Wan on there, and then protect the pod for 6 damage because protect the pod can hit leaders and stuff. So it's like actually pretty nasty.
Yeah, that actually might be better than those. The Legal Authorities, just put those in the side. Do you be able to use those? Yeah, I don't know. I like the deck. I think it's good.
Luminous Beings too, underrated, man.
I do think I agree with you. Yeah, I run that in my Obi deck. But I run Yobi.
I run that in my Kit Fisto deck, and it's like you're just like, oh, these things are just huge now.
Yeah, ask Sam about that. Ask Sam how many times you did lose my Obi deck with your Han deck. Not all the time, but you did lose when I was able to sneak attack a Leia onto the ground.
Yeah, and then you played Luminous Beings. Then I just
the next
swung
turn.
for Fatal the one time that you played it.
No, the first time I played it, you did not win. I won. But yeah, like I do like this. I like the fact that they're like. I do like the fact that he has some weird spice stuff in it. I think like the Yoda's lightsabers could also be the General's blade if you wanted to. That
you
would
also don't get the healing off of it.
You don't get the healing, sure,
because there's like a deceptive amount of like healing in this deck, and that's really good to get to the Yoda to start blowing things up. The daughter is also a consideration I would do for this, but you do lose a lot of force by doing that.
What about new Luke unit? Would that be good in this list? Because then you buff it, and then every time you play a unique rule unit, you give shield XP on top of that?
No.
Damn it, I want to make that unit good.
Run that unit. Find a deck that works, and we'll figure it out. But it's so much resources for something that can just get outed real fast.
Yeah, it just dies. If somebody sees you play it, they just kill it.
Yeah.
Or they kill all your other stuff every time you play it. They kill it. Or I know good too. Me dead it, and then you cry. So
fell,
anything. Like, yeah. All right. Well, that's enough of the meta stuff. It is nice to see a different meta that we have. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. The last few minutes of the podcast, we're going to cover a few of the spoilers that we have. We have some secrets of power leaders that I thought would be fun to go through. Who wants? All right. So I guess there's 3 of them that we get to cover. So Alex, since you won the PQ, which one do you want to cover?
I guess I go with the one that I called correctly with Leia. In blue.
Okay. All right. Sam, which one do you want to cover?
I'll take Mon Mothma.
All right. So I will cover Pryce. We'll start with Pryce. She's actually one I'm very excited about too. So Governor Pryce is a red villain leader. She is a tyrant of Lothal. She is action, spend a resource, and ready a token unit. Her epic action is deploy on 6. So she is... comes out a little bit later, but when she comes out, she is a 4/6 Imperial official. She gets +1 for each ready friendly token unit. So she's going to hate outmaneuver. But if you have a bunch of token units, she is no longer a 4/6. She could be like a 10/6 or a 20/6 if you're really good at it.
Well, then you probably should have already lost if they have 20 token units out there.
But she also has an on-attack ability as well to create a spy token. So basically, the way I kind of see her working, I do think it's going to be a little bit harder to get those. But there is some cards that interact that'll give you spy tokens. So I am excited to try to fix that. I wish it would just say any token instead of create a spy token, create a token unit. And then you would be able to create whatever token unit you wanted. And I would love that. Her ability
around a side pile of 30 different token units.
Oh, I'm happy about that. Yep. But her action ability is really cool too, because it's ready a token unit. It doesn't matter what one. So if you want to play an exploit or you want to play don't play manufacturing droids. But if you wanted to play something that gives you droids or whatever, you could play any type of thing in your deck.
Spies.
And you can ready it for one resource. So I actually am kind of excited about her. I feel that there's a possibility that she might be able to do some things like we've seen with Vader, where when she comes out, she just kind of like helps win you the game on 6 resources. But we'll see how easy it is to kill spy tokens or create them, right? Like if I have to spend 4 resources to create 2 spy tokens, and there's not anything else that creates spy tokens, it's not going to be very good. But if I could play a unit for 2 and it creates a spy token, or a unit for 3 and it creates a spy token, and there's a lot of that type of stuff, I think she is going to have some playability. Anyone else thoughts on her?
How hard are you going to run her and Pilot Vader and Twin Suns?
Very hard, baby. I've already actually created that deck, just so you know. So I've started it. Huh?
She seems pretty solid. There does seem to be a fair bit of like spy token generation, like at least more than like the droids and the clones.
Yeah.
Even maybe more than the X-Wings themselves and TIE fighters. So I mean, it's a solid stat line. The potential to be really big. I like it. It's cool. I actually like the art too. A lot. It's very like early 2000s graphic novel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of where she's from, right? She's from Rebels. So
there you go.
And Thrawn, she's in Thrawn, so.
Well, that's why you like her.
Yeah, I know. Stop. Yeah. I know. I don't know. I was remember when we were like, I was kind of down on the whole Vader thing, and I was like, creating tokens is stupid. And then it wasn't as stupid as we thought it was. And so
my first time on the pod was when Vader was revealed, and you were like, I don't know about Vader. Really depends on if we can make like an ambush deck in space, or if we can do blah blah blah. I was like,
Well, I made a deck and it worked, and then it got better, and I'm hoping that I'm already investing time into Pryce. I'll just tell you right now. So I don't have a deck built, but I am investing time into Pryce just because I like the token. I don't know. I'm gonna have to now buy spy, like the little acrylic spy tokens, because remember I bought these little things. So I have the Thai ones, which I forgot to bring to the PQ. So. Thank you, Staniszewski, for letting me borrow a Thai token. So
yeah, you looked over at me, you're like, dude, I don't have any tokens. And I'm like, I don't know, turn around. Like, you see the Vader player right there.
No, just play a Vader deck without any of the TIE tokens. We'll be fine.
Well, at locals, I just put cards down from my other decks.
My deck, and you were like, yeah, I'm just going to use this as a tie. I'm like, bro.
That's how you do it. All right, let's move on to Leia. Alex, tell us about Leia.
Yeah, so it's old lady Leia, who somehow doesn't have the Force. Don't worry about it.
Even though she had the Force of space, and she can move to the ground and give +4 to everything, but hey.
So yes, Leia is a blue hero unit. As an action, you can spend a resource, exhaust her, and you disclose a blue, green, red, white, or heroic aspect from your hand. If you do, give an experience token to a unit that doesn't share an aspect with that disclosed card, which I think is a really interesting design space. I'm not going to say if it's great or not, but I think that's really cool.
How about this? Out of all the weird off aspect crap that we have, this is the best one so far.
I mean, if you run like... It's pretty flexible, right? Because you can... Just thinking about this set, right? Like, think of how many, like, neutral cards you have. Like, in GAR ECL, right? I have, like, Secretive Sage. But then that could reveal a green unit, a green villainy unit. I can reveal anything like or blue, or have the reverse, right? If I have like a heroic unit out there, I could just reveal like a neutral blue card. Like I could just reveal the rivals and give an experience token to my green or yellow or heroic unit or whatever. I'm not saying it's great, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as it initially perceives. And then she flips on 6. She is a 4/7, so she's got a lot of health. She has a New Republic and official card, and on attack you may basically do the same thing. On attack, just close the blue, green, red, yellow, or heroic thing if you do get an experience token, and it doesn't share an aspect with the close card, which includes herself.
Yep.
So
I actually like this. I like this one. I know you whatever. So you can have your bit in a minute, but you can have your wrong bit. How about that? I'll say that for other
Put it on the
people
hot
listening.
takes.
Yeah, it's not this. That won't be a hot take. That'll be a garbage take. Is what you can have a garbage take in a minute. But I think she's one of the best ones that we've seen. I like the fact that they allow the different colors and they don't have villainy in there. Like I'm very happy that the villainy piece is in there because otherwise it's like, oh, now we can just run Anakin. We can start running all this off like suit stuff. Like come on, man. Like at least like with this, it's like catered to this, but it also allows you to play this her with any other deck. I will say I really wish she would have been just neutral though. Just so you know, like just like Anakin, it would have been super cool to have this ability with just like a neutral. But I think it probably would be too bad at that point. Like it probably just wouldn't work.
If you didn't have to pay for it and she was neutral, then that would be so much better. But if you still have to pay for getting the experience token, seems incredibly bad, because not only are you doing, I know there's other leaders like Krennic, you just give an experience token to an Imperial unit for 1. Sure, it's conditional of Imperial,
Tarkin.
but then Tarkin. But then your entire deck is just Imperial, so you're always getting it. This seems like such a bad leader, because what you guys aren't realizing is disclose is still something that your opponent is gaining information. Sure, you can disclose a card, immediately resource it, and they're playing mind games of, oh, now I have to play around this card. But it's just,
I like that.
Or if you have
Yeah,
a bunch of the
sure.
same units, you could just keep disclosing the one card over and over again.
Yeah, but that's very conditional. What happens when you need to use this ability? You have very few cards in hand, and you're like, all right, none of these are going to be great to show my opponent with Home 1 Luke or Kelleran in my hand, but I want this ability. I want to be able to swing for more. Now they know exactly that you're going to have one of these great cards in your hand, save the fel, be able to counteract it. Like, I think the disclose mechanic is really good with certain cards, like the Ahsoka unit, that you can then disclose and then attack with something else. That is beautiful, because by the time that they have a chance to respond, you're already swinging, you're already doing more actions. But with something that's just an experience token, on top of the fact that you have to pay for it and reveal a card from your hand, and it can't be the same one, you have a few bad draws and you just can't use it.
You could also do it from like every turn too.
Sure.
There's no cap on the experience, which is pretty nice.
Sure. But I don't know. At that point, I'd rather be running the Obi-Wan with the Force. I would rather be running Tarkin. I would rather, like, literally any other experienced leader, I would rather run over this.
Can I say something? Can I say that if this was in villain and I could make this a control deck, I would love this. This would, like, oh no, you saw I have Super Laser Blast, which you already know I'm going to have. What are you going to do about it? If you spark me, you take it anyway. So woo, like, there's no difference for me. Like, and we don't have the hand hate. I don't care
really
about them
off
though.
my hand much. I don't really care if my opponent knows what I have generally.
Like I'll be frank and just say, like, if you're playing in a higher level tournament, they should be able to guess 50% of your deck or more, and they should be able to guess what's in your hand based on what you're playing. Like, I will tell you, like, me making the mistake of not knowing, not thinking about a timely, that was huge. But I should know he has timely in that deck, because why would you not run timely if you're going to run a Vader deck, right? And I know he's got Vader in there. So I just, the only thing, like I would, like, when I saw Anakin, I should have thought, well, I immediately thought he had hero cards, and he just doesn't. I should just know Alex won't put hero cards because he doesn't care.
Why would I actively make my deck worse?
Yeah, see, exactly. See, like, so I know Alex is thinking, but like in a normal like if you were to play Eric's gonna do that. That's what Eric does. Eric thinks 5 resources for Power of the Dark Side is worth it. and that's fine. That's his opinion. But I don't care. Yeah, I don't care as much if people know what's in my hand. Like, I don't think I think you could play hand hate and take my card, and you're gonna know what's in my hand anyway. You know, you can play Bazine, you're gonna see what's in my hand. So I'm not very worried. I actually really like to disclose, and I'm happy to show people my cards. Like, here, by the way, this is what's coming. Like, just so you know, can you stop this or not?
What happens?
Also, Sam, we tend not to play decks where like we don't surprise our opponents, right? Like we don't really.
We don't have
knowledge
gotchas.
is, like, huge for the decks that we play.
Sure,
so maybe that's a possible disconnect there.
and that's entirely fair. I'm more of the less information my opponent has, the better. If I have a home 1 in my hand on 7 resources, I don't want them to know that I'm playing that next. I want them to think that I'm stripping down my hand, I'm on the last whatever, and I am like either top decking or I'm doing something where I have to be in a situation that they think they have the upper hand where they just completely do not. Or any of these situations that could be better. I don't want to have to like show them all of what I have to then be able to, because there's other cards that are disclose more than just the one aspect. It's disclosed to like command and then a heroism. Like then I have to show them multiple cards. When I'm a Han player, I have very few cards in my hand most of the time. You get me down to about no cards by the time my flip is over and I have whatever. So if I'm on top of that, showing you what I'm about to play, then hitting, then playing it, no, like that, they are going to know exactly what to do against it before I even do it.
So
or conversely, sorry, Tanner, if they know that you have like a home 1 in your hand and they start trying to play around the fact that they think that you're going to drop that home 1 and then you just don't drop the home 1, like that also really messes with people.
Yep.
But you need to in some situations. Like you have to be able to have that top end to make them do something to deal with it. And I don't want them.
You can say that about literally anything, right? Like it's all situational,
K-
but
k-
like it's not, oh, they know the card, so they're going to play around it. It goes both ways.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a in person, like an actual example yesterday, right? So you know my Vader deck, you know what I'm gonna play turn 1 and 2,
Sure.
right? For the most part, if you're playing, I know you're gonna play a Falcon or a Blue Leader. That's what I know, right? You're going to try to kill. Yes, you did that when we played.
That is not my opening play at all. My opening play is usually haul or resupply.
Okay, whatever. But you're going to do something to fuck with my thing. If you resupply against the Vader deck, you lose. I'll just tell you right now. Don't resupply against me. You're gonna lose. But you like, so the Han blue guy I played the Falcon. I knew that's what he wants to play. I know when he resources turn 1, he's going to play a Falcon to try to kill one of my spaceships. So I know this before. I'm holding on to. Normally, I would if I have two 1s, I would resource one of them and have a 1/3 because I want something to live. Against him, I'm hoping that if I have a P-38 or a TIE Dagger, I'm playing both of my 2 1s. So that when he trades into it, he better pick that Falcon up and waste his whole next turn putting it down. And then fine, whatever. I can't stop that. But if he plays that, because then if he leaves it down there, I'm pinging that damn thing next turn and it's dead. It's gone. It's done for, right? And so like that's the thing. Like I don't need to see your hand to know what you're going to play to some extent, because I know you know how to kill my lines. So if you know how to play against the lines of the deck, it's less consequential what's in your hand. If you have 1 card and you're at 7 to 8 resources as a Han player, you want to know what I think you have? Ewing or home 1. And you're going to play one of those. Or now Kelleran, I guess, because now we have Kelleran. You're going to play one of the 3 things that are going to draw me cards. One is worse for me than the other. You having initiative and me knowing what that card is, whatever. I can't stop it. And if I have initiative and I learn what that card is from you, it's still whatever, because you have 1 card to play. Like, I'm not going to hold cards to fuck around with that 1 card. Like, if I'm going to strip that card, I'm going to strip the card. If I'm going to like tech against it and play something different, I'm going to do that. So like, I don't think the actual disclosed mechanic is as bad as like that aspect. Like I don't think it's going to harm. I don't think it's going to harm you as much. And you could play like, we could play tomorrow or Wednesday, and you could disclose a card to me for no benefit and see if it actually affects our gameplay. Like I'll play Boba Dadavold into that, and if I win because you disclose your hand to me every time, then fine. Then you can openly state there and say that's harmful, because Boba Datavolt's an easy matchup for you. You should almost always win that matchup. And if you telling me what's in your hand makes my play choices that much better, the one card, then okay, fine. Then let's talk. But I don't think it's as consequential as you think it's going to be. But we spent way too long on that. That's like a whole rant. Then now you got me going, Sam, and it's late.
Someone's knocking on my main door, so I'm gonna have one of you guys reveal the next one until I'm back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
Well, now that Sam's not here, I was also gonna say, hey, if you like reveal like a pillage, like what do you like, how do you like what are you supposed to do, right? Like if I know you at any point you can dump 2 cards out of my hand, so I don't go nearly as wide, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or which is probably beneficial to whatever the cards like pillage. So like you could do some cool mind game stuff with it.
I love it. I think Disclose is going to be... I can't wait to do Disclose.
I like the Disclose mechanic a lot. I'm not sure if Leia is going to be like crazy good. It kind of depends on what I see the rest of the card pool, but he seemed pretty down on it. And now that he's not here to defend himself, we can dunk on him.
Yeah, I agree that I don't think Leia might not be the best thing in the world, but I don't think the Disclose mechanic is that bad. And I don't think the Disclose mechanic on her makes it bad.
And again, it could just be because the type of the decks that we play, where we just generally don't care if they know that we have like a super laser blast. Like if we're playing Trench, like do I really care that you know that I have certain cards in my hand?
Yeah, there's very few cards that have the ambush aspect on it, right? And like the ambush is really the only thing that hurts from that. From the Disclose mechanic is now you know you could ambush something into me next turn. That's it though. Like you know what happens?
To disclose that too. Right?
Yeah, you could disclose a different card. I mean, when Kira is at 5 resources and flips with 5 resources showing, what do you think she's gonna play? She's gonna play OB or Craving Power. Like I don't know. Right. Like it's a telegraphed move. When Vader plays a TIE Phantom unreadied and needs to, he's just gonna put his Vader on it unless he can win without it. He's just gonna make sure you can't kill it. It's a very telegraph thing, but you're right. I do play a lot of telegraphing. I think most decks to some extent are telegraph decks. I don't think that there's outside of maybe that Casino Han deck. There you go. That Casino Han deck is not a telegraph deck because you don't know what you're getting.
That's why you're rolling the slots. Yeah. So there you go, Sam. We still have long enough. You could do the Mon Mothma.
Oh, sweet. I just had kids or whatever the ding dong ditching is. But yeah, so we got a heroic green Mon Mothma forming a coalition with the Republic official with the text box of ignore the aspect penalties on non-villainy official units you play with an epic action of if you control 5 or more resources deploy for 3/7, and it is the text box is the same on her flip, and then it also has each other friendly official units gains +0/+1 with a 3/7. So that's really good, being able to play, I think it's Masamata from set 2 or set 3, I don't remember which, the double green. Then you're able to play all these new officials in Heroism Blue that they're giving us with a bunch of Restore. They're giving us a few red ones. They gave us the yellow Bail Organa. They're giving us the green ones that we already have, but then we have like Mon Mothma turn 1, you grab a Rebel, and I'm sure there's a lot of Rebel official right now. Like, this just has a lot of different playability over the other sets that we've gotten. And actually, currently, we have 101 official units. I know a few of those are villainy, but...
A few.
Yeah, a lot.
A fair bit of them.
Yeah, like probably half of them?
Yeah, so that's still at least nearly 50 officials. And so that also works perfectly with the spoiler we got, which is Convene the Senate, where you pay 3... reveal it, or look at the top 8, draw 2, and create a spy, and you're grabbing those officials. Like, that also works really well. So I don't know, there's a lot of good cards that work with this, and you don't have to have all official. You can still grab like your Lukes and play those if you're running green blue, or if you're running double green, you get the Acclimator assault ship. Like, there's still a lot of good cards that can be used with this, on top of the things that you're ignoring are also decently good depending on what you build this with. So I really like it.
Hey, do you know what's a green heroism card everyone forgot about? Petition the Senate. If you could draw 3 more, draw 3 for 3.
Yeah, that's good.
Conveniently works right there.
Yeah, I think she's okay. I I understand the logic in making it so you can't have villain officials, but like, could you imagine if you could just play villain officials? That'd be so
That'd be so
nice.
stupid.
That would be great though. It would be unthematic, but it would be amazing.
Chancellor
That'd be
Palpatine,
so
the
awful.
forecast, the
I'd play
legendary
the
double
client.
yellow.
The client's an official.
I know. I would play the client in their deck. This
would
would be
play
my
Palpatine.
main.
You would play Emperor Palpatine.
I would. This would be my main. I would create literally an all official deck. That would be like if I could include villain officials, I would have an all official deck. I don't care if they have no synergy with each other. I would just play them. I don't know. I think she's okay. I'll be honest.
It
I
really
have not.
depends on how the quality of the officials are in this set.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Good officials to make this more than worth it. Like
like
cards that you aren't playing at all, like the old Padme unit, you can drop turn 1, which is a 1/4. You get the 4-cost Chancellor Palpatine that you just create a bunch of clone troopers that all enter play ready every time you attack for 4 this time. You've got outspoken representative that is just if you have a republic, and most of your officials are republic, this just gains sentinel for the 0/3 to just stall out like Lothwolf does. Like there's all the Akbar, like there's all these good things that you can use that you just spread out now.
But the problem is that most of those officials barely attack for anything because they're officials. So it's like a little bit at conflict with a lot of strategies.
And your bombs probably aren't official though.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to play around with it. I think I'm interested in seeing if this deck can have something. This reminds me kind of like a little bit of like a Rex style deck. That's what this reminds me of. But we'll see.
A little bit of Hera because
Yeah.
it's just like you can play off aspect stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. They tried it with Hera and it did not work. So this is a little bit more open.
A lot more open than just specters.
Yeah. So we'll see. Well, Sam, there you go. Sam can make an official deck, and we'll see how well it does. We'll play test it. So there you go.
Get a lot of good protect the pod value.
All right. The next card, protect the pod. That's very true, Alex. That's actually very true. They're gonna like, even though that card was not designed for that, it was designed to probably play with Purgles. That card
Maybe
can
don't
now be
just
official.
slam Padme into someone and kill him.
Nope.
Pretty sure she did that in the second movie.
She killed herself?
No, I mean, she killed like she just run into the thing. She had the midriff. It was an arena. I don't remember.
I don't remember. All right, the next card we have is Arrest. It's a 2-cost yellow villainy.
Wild.
Your base captures an enemy non-leader unit at the start of the regroup phase. Its owner rescues it. I love this card.
Broken.
I can't. You just so you know, like I can't wait to play this card. This card, like. I don't even understand why they made this card. Like, how is your base capturing a card? Like, how does that work? I hope I get a base that works with this even better. Like, if your base captured a card this turn.
Yes,
I mean, it does make sense. Like, if you're being arrested, it's not like you're,
Sure.
I guess, like a unit is specifically, or held in some sort of state penitentiary or something.
But you can
There's a
capture
wild card.
ships. You can capture a ship.
You can capture whatever you want.
capture a
That's not
crate
weird.
dragon for 2. It doesn't get its ability, and you just get to mess around the entirety of the phase.
I guess the ability, it does 2 damage.
Yeah,
no,
still
not
gonna
while
do
it's
the-
captured.
Yeah, but okay,
no, I mean,
yeah,
like, you
sure.
take the 2 damage for playing arrest.
Sure, but then everything else you play that phase, by the time a 9-drop crate dragon comes out, you're playing bigger units too.
Oh yeah,
Like this is
I'm
disgusting.
just saying, yeah, you still take the 2. It seems like a really, really good card.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Barris could play it for 1.
Oh
Mhm.
my god.
And I have a Barris showcase, baby. I can't wait to make a Barris deck that works.
Still not gonna happen.
I know
It might.
Loco's been playing a green Barris deck that's actually pretty wicked.
Yeah, I think like I'm allowed to play whatever I want for the next 2 sets, so or for the next set. Like I think I could go. I'm gonna send me that deck. I'm playing a Barris deck. Can we make a Barris like trench type deck where it's a hard control Barris deck?
Probably not, because you rely on the force.
You need
Mm.
all
Right, so you need units.
Yeah, all right. Damn it. I was just seeing how I could fuck with him. I love this card. We don't need to spend any more. It's a
just
silly
wild.
card. It just it's at least it's a rare, thank God. So like we won't have to worry about this as much in sealed. So Alex, what is the next one? That's
Chancellor
ridiculous.
Valorum. Terrence Stamp, R.I.P. He just passed away recently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Looking fabulous. So yeah, it's Chancellor Valorum. He's a 3/7 for 5 double green Republic official. And when this unit completes an attack, you may disclose 3 green aspects, and then if you do, put the top card of your deck into play as a resource.
Baby, Green Pelp Endless Legions is coming back.
That is
I'm so excited.
good.
I can't wait to have my Endless Legions Green Pelp because everything I do is just gonna ramp.
Yeah, I still I have an Endless Legions Pulp deck. That's really silly.
We are gonna make it happen. We're gonna take that to a PQ, Alex. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take Green Pelp Endless Legions to a PQ and get it off once, and then lose the
I
rest
drew
of the games.
16 cards off the Burgle King in my Endless Legions Pulp deck. Because I also have like the Executor, right? So you get the TIE Fighter tokens, but also the Supremacy, so they all get +6/+6. So naturally they all have 7 health, so you draw off the Burgle King. It was so funny. Don't do it, but it was really funny.
Yeah.
This
card
seems fine.
If they supported double aspect decks more, this card would be good. Like, Leia, there you go. Leia could play this. I don't know how she's gonna get 3 other greens, but I mean, Leia
Sam,
can play
you're making
this.
wide eyes there. What's going on?
This is quite literally, in my opinion, and this is another thing going on the hot takes. This is the best double color card we have seen in several sets.
No,
We
I
haven't
disagree
gotten
with
two
you.
or 3.
We haven't gotten too many like double aspects.
Exactly.
What about Hondo? I think Hondo's better than this. And
You think Hondo is better than Ramp on attack?
Yes.
Well, it's not on attack. It's when it completes an attack.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
but
So
if
it
you're
has to live.
spamming the base, like,
I don't know. I have to
doing
disclose
Hondo
2 cards in my hand, and I was told that that's really bad. And
Yes, bring it back,
yeah,
baby.
you guys are so high on it. I mean, it must mean it's good.
Oh, Tanner's a lot more high on this than I am. I think it's fine. I think it helps support the double green ramp shenanigans, but also double green ramp shenanigans isn't fantastic.
They don't need
Double green, yeah, like,
double green is not the best color for the double aspects. I'll just say that
command
now.
is rough card.
yeah, sure. When a rotation hits, double green might be the best double aspect we have because we won't have those base 4 anymore.
But we won't have
rotate
anything.
out Endless Legions.
Yeah, everything's gone. It won't matter. All of it's once rotation hits. That's a whole different. Let's not talk about that. That's a whole nother thing. Let's keep moving. We got more to
for
cover.
Mon Mothma.
Yeah, I like it for Mon Mothma though. If you're gonna run blue green, and maybe we could figure out a hero blue green control deck that's not Rey, right? And it'll be Mon Mothma. Maybe we'll put some Satine in there. I think Satine's an official.
True.
I can now mill everything, baby. I'm excited.
You could try.
This mill's 3. What are you gonna do? Mill me back? I'll just play my restocks. There you go. I'll play 3 restocks and an off aspect yellow bounty hunter crew to get my stuff. All right, let's keep. What's the next one we have?
With all this ramp, I could afford the 10 cost for my bounty hunter crew.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We have Cassian Andor.
Yeah.
Tell us why you don't like this card, Sam.
Oh, trust me, I have reasons I don't like this card. It's a 2-cost blue heroism Cassian Andor, lay low. He is a fringe 2/2, and the text box is while this unit is defending, the attacker gets -2/-0. If an enemy card ability would deal damage to this unit, prevent 2 of that damage. And Ambush this card hates to see Ambush coming. This card loves to see Daring Raid or Open Fire coming because you have to Open Fire it. You can't just Daring Raid it. It is good into a lot of things and bad into a lot of things.
Can I ask why ambush? What's the difference between ambush and that? It still gets -2.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
It's preventing 2 damage either which way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's fair. But I think a lot of people are really high on this card right now. I think in certain decks it's going to be amazing, like Rey, where you can then buff it, or there's a lot of things it's going to be really good for. I think we need to figure out what those are. I'm not sure why it's a legendary compared to some of the other legendaries we've seen. I'm probably wrong on this card. My theory and hope is I am completely wrong on this card, and I just need one of you two to sit down and tell me why I am absolutely just completely wrong and what the combo or the line is that makes this insanely overpowered that I'm just not seeing.
But
I don't think
like size matters not, which is hilarious on them.
Oh my god. Yep. All right, you sold me.
That's all.
I think. How about this? I think it's an okay card. Like, I'm not gonna tell you this is. Agree. I don't know if I'd say this is legendary worthy, but
I mean, have you seen the legendaries they print?
Yeah, I know.
Print like
Yeah.
great cards
Great,
for
well,
legendaries. It seems
exactly.
all over the place.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so again, that I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's whatever. Like, it's just. I don't think this is a bad card personally. I do like this card. I actually, against control, you don't want this card, but against like
Boba. Or
Like-
no, not Boba. I guess it's unpreventable.
like I think this card does okay against mid range and aggro type stuff. I don't know, like
It's a sticky unit that, like, if your opponent wants to out him, they have to dump more resources than like they really should, and that's the good thing about it. It's just like an efficiency kind of unit.
Yeah.
Don't
Alright,
run them
listen-
into Sentinels though. That sucks.
Does
Yeah,
this
don't
even
do that.
Add ping because it's an enemy card ability,
Yeah,
like
yes,
a cat or
yes.
Use the
something, it
pings
just
all day.
doesn't.
yes, 100%.
Okay, I like that then.
That's why people are saying, because this is the card you cannot Tarkin Town. Like, you can ambush and kill it if you have something that has 4 power somehow.
Right.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
And like, if you're burning your ECL or a turn 1, I don't think I care. You can have my 2/2
your
unit.
opponent's dumping resources into killing this. Like that's just kind of better for you.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like him in a Lando deck, like Lando 4. Like, I kind of think like Lando 4, there's some
Sentinel.
possibility. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think he's a solid card. You know how like Set 1 Sabine, like
Yeah.
the Sabine unit is just really good.
Mhm.
This is just kind of what I would compare that to. It's like, well, you're not building a deck around it. It's just a very solid first turn play. You just don't want him to attack units, so it gets a little bit weird.
All right, let's move on to the next one we have is Grand Moff Tarkin. This is a 6-cost yellow villain. It is a 2/6 Imperial official. When played, take control of an enemy non-leader vehicle unit. When this unit leaves play, that unit's owner takes control of that unit. I kind of actually really like this card.
Well, you're saying
Um,
exactly what you wanted last time.
Yep.
Earlier, right? When you're just like, I want a commandeer, but better.
Yep. So I really like this. I think this is a really good card. Personally, but again, you can see the official thing. It's a 2/6, right? So like, you are literally playing this card to capture something amazing. That's what you're hoping for, or a Sentinel. Like, I like it to capture a Sentinel. I am tempted to now look at Jabba again, because this fits into with Jabba deck. If I can figure out how to make a Jabba deck work,
Well, it isn't capture; it's take control of. Like it's.
I know.
Right,
And then I can capture your unit next turn with your own unit.
True.
That's so mean.
I can't wait for Tanner to like capture some giant vehicle and like, he just gets waylaid. And then he left play, so I take control of the vehicle again.
Yeah, I know. I'd be sad. I would cry.
It's a little expensive. It's a little bit situational because it is a vehicle. And I'm not sure how much value you'll be getting by dropping him. Like, you have to reactively drop him, right? Like, it has to be later than like 6. Cause is it really worth taking a control of a vehicle that's like a 5-cost vehicle? Right? By playing like Tarkin on curve or something, right? So sort of like, let's get to the late game and then hope you drop like a giant bomb and then I just take control of your Annihilator or something.
All right, you know who does like this though? This is a good Palpatine.
Well, yeah. Well, anything
Card.
that captures is just a great Palpatine card.
I'm
'cause you
just
steal
saying,
their
like-
stuff, swing with it, and kill it.
I know. I'm just saying, like this. I need a Palpatine showcase because I have only one set to play Palpatine left. Anyway, it's fine. I think this is a good card to some extent. We'll see how it plays out though. The last card we have for you tonight, I don't even know how to say that. So one of you could take that card because I have no idea how to even pronounce that. But it's a legendary, so
There you go, Sam.
All right, it is Vatoon Pala. It is the 9-cost command droid control ship. It is a 7/7 vehicle separatist capital ship. This unit costs 1 less to play for each friendly droid unit, and then each friendly droid unit may be exhausted to pay costs as if it were a resource, which is kind of like what we have with the Starhawk, but worse, where it's just like the built-in ability to make things cheaper. Piet Red is going to love this card because not only can you play it for 7, and then not only do you get your invisible hand out, you do a couple swings with that, or you play it, swing with it once, and you're making this a whole lot cheaper before then. You could then make Piet more of a droid deck and then have this as one of your main bombs once rotation hits, because they are printing more droid units.
What if Vader switched to a droid deck
Droid
and then
Vader,
played
right?
this? Yes. What if he just played Vader droids? Oh, I'm building a deck tonight.
It also seems pretty solid for like Dooku, right? Because it is a separate unit.
Yeah.
So you can, like, you have a droid, so it makes it cost 1 less, and you could exploit the droid.
Mhm.
So make it pretty interesting because there's a lot of cool droid shenanigans you can do with
Manufacturing.
Dooku and stuff. Yeah, I'm glad they custom printed a card for my buddy Mark, who just runs separatist droid things, and that's all he does in his decks.
Well, you'll love this card. So
The little donut. It's a cool card. I mean, outside of like those very specific decks, I don't think it's gonna do much, but it is nice that you can just like exhaust a 1/1 droid token to pay as a resource, because that lets you further extend a lot of things, right? Like if you have like Piet and you have like 4 droids down, then your Devastator just like costs 5 less.
Yeah,
Granted, you're
this
not
is just
blowing
a
up a
Piet or
lot of
Dooku
stuff
deck.
with those limited resources, but like you could just like double play some big stuff, which is really cool. Or if Piet's out and you get like,
man,
two costs less, just multiple
Is
drop
it-
stuff.
is there a card that lets droids come in ready? Well,
There is.
there is. It's the
Yeah, it's
Palpatine, right?
What?
Yep,
No.
play it in Mon Mothma and have it.
No.
Oh,
You can't play.
No. Tanner's at breaking the one from set 3.
Oh,
right,
you mean
with
the yellow
droids.
villainy that
The yellow
creates
4
3?
cost.
Yes,
On the
the
doorstep.
cohort
ready
or whatever.
resources.
Yeah, on the doorstep. Thank you.
On the doorstep, yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, you're paying 4 to get 3 resources.
I guess
which
it's
is
not
right.
worth it. Yeah.
Oh, it does make it cost 1 lot. Like if you're trying to get it out, I guess you pay 1 more resource to put it out. That seems bad. Never
Yeah, this
mind.
unit costs 1 less for each friendly droid unit. So you pay 4
Right, and get
to
3
put
droids.
3, and then you can exhaust them for 3, and then you get 3. So it's
You
a
don't get to exhaust them for 3. The pay for the ship.
Yeah, that's only
'Cause the
once
ship's not out yet.
is when you can actually start tapping the droids. It's how many droids are in play that make it cost the reduction when you play.
okay. Well,
it.
then it's worthless. But yeah, if you could if you could play that card and have done that, like that would be a 6 cost reduction to play this damn ship, and
I mean,
that would
like
be worth
droid
it.
deployment is functionally free because that's just pay 2 to make 2 battle droids.
And then you get something you can tap once it's out, and then just have a Devastator. Like that's
Or exploit with Dooku.
exactly.
We'll see. I'm gonna make a droid deck invader, and I'm gonna play this early. I'm gonna have this and that stupid separatist super tank, and I'm gonna have everything come out early, baby. I love it. I'm gonna have like the weird Vader deck, and then you're gonna all just cry when you have to play against it. Only droids, baby. Only droids. All right. Well, that's all for tonight. That's the longest episode we've ever done. So we're not going to go any farther. Next week we will cover. There's a few more legendary and spoilers. One of them I wanted to say for JJ when he comes back, hopefully next week. He had to travel for work this week. They sent him out to Ohio. So
And my laptop, I had to buy a new one so I can actually be on this podcast.
yes,
So
thank God.
that's what happened last week.
Yes. So yeah, so that's nice. And so yeah, so I'm there. We have a few more left, but there's 2 of them I really want to save for when JJ's here because they're JJ's and I's like favorite things in the world. So you'll see them. You'll see them next week. They will both be decks Tanner and JJ build around. I guarantee it. With that being said, we will be back next week. Not with any PQ winning people though, because we don't have a PQ to go win next weekend. So, but.
GT.
Yeah, we have Michigan GT. I already have a ticket to that, so
Nice.
I bought a ticket. So I don't know why I bought a ticket. I just did. I don't think anybody else bought a ticket. I think it's me only, but we'll find out, I guess. So, but with that being said, thank you all. Have a good night, and we'll see you. Flippity flop.
Thanks for listening.
Adios.
Nope.
Adios.
Nope. Nope. You're not getting. No. I told you to chat
What do you want me to
GPT
name?
this.
Yeah, and we went through all the corny responses that it gave me.
Adios.
You're not.
In
I
peace.
just. If you go watch the episode, I've cut every time you've given a sign off. I've literally cut it out of the
That's
episode every
more than
time.
fine with me.
So just don't give one then, and then it makes it even easier for me because then I don't have to cut it out. If you're not going to come up with a cool sign off,
I'm not gonna say like "May the Force be with you" every time or like
Why?
something cheesy.
Gross.
no,
Exactly.
it's
See?
hilarious.
I would leave the podcast.
You would not.
Yeah.
Fine, Alex, you come up with a sign off for him then.